Mm, 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 mm. What's up, y'all? Um, yo, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. This is wild. I think I took like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe a 2 hour break from YouTube. And while I was on YouTube, there was shit going on. Oh, this happened and that happened. But at that point in time, it was like, who gives a fuck? And then you go back and you catch a recap, and you be like, ooh, and we, okay, ooh, we, ooh, motherfucking we. There's so much to say, but I don't want to say it and reveal things that do not need to be revealed to those who clearly did not see it in the first place, right? It ain't your time to figure it out, and I ain't the one to tell your ass. Not today. Not today. Maybe tomorrow, but sure as fuck not today. But I will say this. Lady Snoop had a live today. She went over, well, she had an interview of sorts with a content creator from the beef sector. Shout out to Lady Snoop. And throughout that live, there was a lot of people on her side like, okay, what's the point of this? What's the point of this? What's up, Salt? How you? What's the point of this? What's the point of this? And I know, I know that I was not the only person from the black sector that knew exactly what the fuck Snoop was doing and why she moved the way she moved. I can't be the only one from the black sector that seen that shit. Because it's, you witnessed this shit before. Right? On a slightly different scale, but you witnessed this shit before. Thank you, Sinister Salt. I think it's a black sector thing, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We got idiots in here too. Don't get me wrong, y'all. There's idiots here that probably ain't seen nothing for nothing. But I guarantee you, when I seen them questions, why is she doing this? Why is she moving like that? Ooh, ooh. What? Are you crazy? How else she gonna move? Are you stupid? This is the only way to move right. Child, y'all better relax and watch the fucking show. Watch the show, y'all. So I realized something. Maybe the black sector is a little bit more sinister. Maybe our life chess is a little bit different. And I ain't gonna say the beef sector plays checkers all day. Nah, I'm not doing that, because they got some smart motherfuckers over there. But it was so many people in the black sector that wasn't even peeping what she was doing. No clue. The blinders was on like do 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 do. The fuck? Why y'all think Lady Snoop thanked the black sector? And when she thanked the black sector, she said, I thank the ones that shut the fuck up and didn't say nothing. And I thank the ones that had my back and openly said that shit. What the fuck? Why she gonna thank the motherfuckers that ain't say nothing? Because most of the motherfuckers on here, I don't care what sector it is, most of y'all content creator motherfuckers will sit there and be like, you didn't defend me. You didn't defend me. You didn't defend me. It was a fucking excuse for one demon to fucking hate me now. Okay? But certain motherfuckers don't need defending, y'all. Because you could just look and be like, oh, you got a plan. Let me shut the fuck up. And sit right the fuck here and don't say nothing. I'm not going to say that Lady Snoop caused these events to happen. No. I think everybody, no matter what sector you in, you watching this shit show called Dynasty, Knots Landing, Falcon Crest, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? You knew certain things were going to happen. You just didn't know when. You just didn't know how. And all Lady Snoop did was open the door a little bit fucking wider. Okay? She ain't lie about nothing. Not at all. She ain't lie about a motherfucking thing. She ain't have to. And that's the best part of it all. Ain't nobody had to lie, roast, or none of that shit. Ain't nobody had to make up nothing or none of that shit. She had whatever she needed to back up what the fuck she was saying. Ain't that some shit? But y'all ain't know what the fuck she was doing. Y'all ain't understand it. And it was like, yo, y'all really mad because she's not doing what the fuck y'all want her to do. How y'all want her to do it. Shit, that's the very thing I fight against. I ain't gotta move because the way y'all tell me to motherfuck move for what? For fucking what? That's how adults think. Okay? Adults think like that. Not these little these fucking grown children out here. These inner childs that have taken over their whole entire life. And their ego is shot to shit. Fucking adults thinking like adults, yo. This whole time, I'm looking at Lady Snoop like she's acting like a fucking adult. What's the problem here? You ain't yell at that man. How the fuck y'all ain't know she ain't yell at that man? You don't know what the fuck she did in private to that man. That man came up there and answered all her fucking questions, XYZ. He ain't had to do none of that shit. Because most men won't do it. Okay? So he had to have some kind of respect for her, or she must have said some old shit, or did some old shit for him to be like, yo, it's either let me come up on here on her platform and do bangaranga, or I face the consequences in real life. Okay? Exactly. Most men won't. They fucking won't. And I'm talking real men. I'm not talking about these fake ass, little, pansy ass, so-called men out here on some cyber world. No, real niggas. And there are real niggas in the cyber world, but they're few and far between. Most men won't. Most men will be like, fuck both y'all hoes. Kick rock. And then go off to the He-Man Women Haters Club. For the sake of men, she had a dick in her mouth. She had a dick in her ear. I came out winning cause my dick did appear. I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. Fuck these bitches, I'm a man. Come on, y'all know how y'all do. All right? He ain't even do that. Hey, Kendra, how you doing, boo? He ain't even do that, child. Okay? He did some old different shit. Okay? Y'all listen. Y'all got to peep the plays, okay? And maybe that's why some people think the black sector is worse than the beef sector. The beef sector, I guess y'all do some, y'all be doing some shit over there. Okay? Y'all be doing some shit over there, but maybe it's definitely on a different level. Because out here, in this black sector here, motherfuckers be trying to calculate, play chess, play pinochle and all that other bullshit. Okay? They be trying to play Uno and all kinds of go fish, all kinds of shit at the same motherfucker to poker. You know what I'm saying? And they be trying to play spades and shit. Word up. Like, child. All kind of games over here. Y'all better get into it. Y'all better get involved. It's like evolved trolling over here. Almost. Like motherfuckers, okay, maybe this makes more sense because I don't want to offend nobody because I don't have no problems with nobody off the bat like that, right? Except certain characters and behaviors that I might see you do that I just don't approve of. But what the fuck does that matter? I'm just me, you know what I'm saying? Just ignore the shit. Anyway, so maybe the beef sector is the best at roasting, right? They the best at roasting. They might not be the best at trolling though. Girl, don't child, I ain't worried about that. Kendra, it's okay. I ain't worried about that, girl. We got to fall asleep sometime. All right, we got to take a nap. We got to, you know. Girl, I missed out all this shit right here. The last thing I know, I was in Lady Snoop room like, hey, hey, hey. Oh no, she was going to Bigum's TV. And I was like, I ain't fucking with no Bigum's TV because I don't feel like it. And then, I had a ding-a-ling appointment. So, I kept up with that and shit. So now, I'm here because I came back on the YouTube and saw all this extra shit. And I'm like, oh shit, where the fuck this came from? Okay, what? What is this? What this look like here? Oh shit, so quick. I didn't even think it was gonna be this quick. I figured it'd be another week or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. What? At least over here we give motherfuckers a week. Motherfuckers in the beef sector is on Twitter time. Okay, and we on Facebook time over here in the black sector. Let shit stew for a little bit. Oh shit. And listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think it doesn't matter what sector you go into, right? Beef sector, black sector, the dark parts of the beef and black sectors. Oh yeah, oh shit. Girl, I had to take a break. I had to go from my phone to my tablet to the child boo. All right, child boo. Okay. Damn, I lost my train of thought, but that's okay. I'll catch it back. It's all right. I'll catch it right back. Trust me. My medicine done kicked in. But yeah, y'all. Um, and you know what? It's okay. Yeah, you laugh it off. And you know what? And it's not for nothing. I didn't learn these movements only from YouTube, okay? I'm not gonna attribute these movements to YouTube and the black sector. No, I'm not doing that. You heard me? I gotta give a shout out to Lady La. I gotta give a shout out to Fundi Fee. I gotta give a shout out to, Key Deadman and motherfuckers on the Bigo side. All right? Because I tell you right now, coming from over here to Bigo, child boo. Boo! I was going from one extreme to the other. I ain't want nothing to do with no nature boy, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I was quick to like block somebody and mute their ass and all that extra shit. Okay? And if Bigo taught me nothing, Bigo taught me how to allow motherfuckers to play with their food. Okay? And I put that in Lady Snoop chat. I was like, yo, why y'all don't allow? Y'all don't know she playing with her food? Oh, y'all don't know she. Okay. Y'all let a motherfucker play with their food, man. She got a lot of food on her plate. Okay? She got a lot of food to eat. So, you know. Okay. Shit. I don't forget my friends in real life. My friends in real life just be looking at me like, bitch, should I cancel my Netflix for this? I be like, no, please don't. Keep your Netflix, your Hulu, your Zeus network, whatever the fuck you got. Keep that shit. Do not bring your ass over here. I had a couple of real life friends that like was in the bushes on certain lives. They was like, oh no, bitch. I was like, oh no, bitch. I will see you over here in real life. I'm not fucking with these people. I was like, why not? Why you not gonna fuck with these? Girl, you know who the fuck I'm is, right? I know exactly who the fuck you is. I'm not trying to go to jail, Miss Mamas. I will see you later. I'm not trying to go to jail. Okay? So I respect that too, because I understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now I know what I was gonna say. Or maybe I wasn't gonna say it, but I know I need to say it anyway. Hey, what's up, Nickel Bear? How you doing, baby? All right. I know I need to say this shit anyway. I don't think it matters what sector you're in. Okay? It really doesn't matter what sector you're in. In order for you to be great in these sectors, whether you're a troll or you're a content creator who does commentary, or you a troll and you a content creator that does commentary, you ain't messy, you petty, you ain't petty, you messy, whatever the fuck. You hitting the panel and you talking that shit. Okay? I don't give a fuck what your reasoning is. None of that shit. Okay? Here's a tip for you. It's either two things you gotta learn to do. Either you're gonna learn not to read a chat, or you're gonna learn that no matter what the fuck you see in the chat, you're gonna stay focused. All right? And I'm talking about people who come up on the panels to talk shit. I'm not talking about people coming up on a panel to have fun like myself, or people who want to be a little petty, act up, and blah, blah, blah. Oh shit. That's funny. Okay, that sounds good. I wish I was there. But yeah, if you gonna be one of them people, don't either don't read the chat, or you know what I'm saying, you better ignore a whole bunch of shit. Or there's the third one, there's always the third one. You look at the chat, hey Didi, you look at the chat, right? You get fucked up, but you know how to curse everybody in the chat out. All right? If you can handle that and you don't fall for troll pressure, you gooder than a motherfucker. Okay? You're always gonna be gooder than a motherfucker. But you know, that's a tough and delicate road right there. It take a lot of people to be able to handle that pretty well. Okay? Like be able to navigate that shit. And some people, you know, they fall under that troll pressure. They want to respond to everything in the motherfucking chat. Like, don't even bother, homegirl. Like, what? Don't make no sense. And y'all know, I tell y'all straight up, I ain't got a problem with most people. But, you know, I will say what I feel or say what I see. And, you know, everybody got their own perception. They got their own sight. You know, they see what they see. Some people can be totally wrong. Some people could be totally right. You know what I mean? I was in a room this morning. The motherfucker's like, no, Shree, no, you wrong. You this. Okay. That's fine. I could be wrong too. And I wasn't even on the goddamn panel. I'm in the motherfucking chat. I'm in the motherfucking chat. Okay. No, Shree, you wrong. Okay. I'll be wrong then. I ain't gonna sit there and argue with a motherfucker on who right and who wrong for what. I'm gonna believe what I believe, and you're gonna believe what you believe. And we can leave it at that. Now, if you talk about my mama or some shit like this, man, I may just have to, or you lie on me or some dumb shit. But, if it's a general ass statement, ain't nobody lying on you, ain't nobody, nothing like that. Fucking man, look, that shit loud at. Like they say in the UK, loud at, man. Which means allow that. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why I don't get on panels like that. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, beef sector, I'm not gonna be jumping up on no motherfucking panel. Cause I'm not trying to roast nobody. I'm too old for that shit. I'm tired as fuck. I'd rather sit here and bun and listen to y'all talk y'all shit. I let the young kids have it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all figure out the new and fresher ways to roast and play the dozens and make somebody laugh and all that fly shit. Okay, I leave it to you, the next generation. All right, at the end of the movie, one of them roots. I don't know if it was the first roots or the second roots or the new roots where they had the little black baby in the air trying to pass the baby and some shit like this, like the New Hope and shit. Yeah, that's what y'all is. Y'all go ahead and do all that shit. I don't got energy for all that beatbox bullshit. For what? For what? The fucking internet. Okay? Y'all know what I'd rather do. But I will talk my shit and crack my jokes. And unfortunately, I have a weirdo sense of humor. Okay? And I don't say too much. I really don't say too much. You know what I'm saying? Some people might disagree. You say a whole lot in the motherfucking chat. Okay, but there's really a whole lot that a motherfucker don't say. Okay? It's a whole lot I don't fucking say. Why? Because the best way to get yourself out of trouble is to not step in the way of motherfucking trouble. Oh, that's what you're going to do? You're not going to do that to me? All right. And they not my people? They not my people? Hey. What you want me to do? I'm not doing that. That's karma right there. Who the fuck I'm gonna... I don't fuck... Listen. There's 3 motherfuckers I don't fuck with, okay? 3. And if I cammed up, y'all see 3 fingers in front of you. There's 3 motherfuckers that I don't fuck with on this earth, okay? God is permeating through everything, earth, heaven, sky, everything, okay? So God don't count here. 3 motherfuckers on this earth I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with karma. I don't fuck with Mother Nature. And I don't fuck with the I, the R, and the S. I don't feel like fucking with them too much. Okay? I can't. It's hard to fuck with them. It's hard. So hard. Girl, I used to bartend too. I sure did bartend. And I had to stop that because, in order for me to make a really good drink, I have to drink. Not very productive. All right. I was too heavy-handed being a sober bartender. Okay, with the liquor, and don't know bar or club owner like a bartender that's heavy-handed with a top shelf liquor. Okay, because that's wasting money. That shit ain't right. So if I drank a little bit, I got the feeling of the flavor. Boop, 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 boop. But, yeah. Kendra. That's one of the reasons why my bartending life was short-lived. Because me dealing with at least 3 Rexes reminded me way too much of my motherfucking father. So I had to cut it. Because after a while, you don't want to talk shit. After a while, especially back then, it was way too much trauma bonding. And I got too triggered. And I'm not a happy drunk. Yeah. Shit, child. So I had to stop bartending. It was good money though. It was fun. It was really fun. I like working behind the scenes and shit. Child boo. But that's all I got to say. Okay? I will say this. If the black sector could have a meeting as to what happened that we saw today, I think, it would be the most epic conversation ever. And I know Salt understands what the fuck I'm talking about. But like I said, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do it. I can't even have that conversation with you. All I got to say is, well played. Well played. Yes, you would, Salt. Yes, you would. You are one of um whew, I don't want to say you have a joker like mine, but some people may consider that you have a joker like mine, and we can't front the joker is a genius. So, yeah. Okay, like, so yeah, you would be invited to the meeting. You would be. And even if you weren't invited to the meeting, you probably would be sitting outside of the meeting anyway with the way to listen in and be like, I knew that. I told you bums about this a long time ago. You guys are fucking idiots regardless. And there are only like 3 smart people in there anyway. Right? Right. I'm feeling about that with you, Salt. You done figured it the fuck out. You and Jeff Hemme. I'm like, oh shit. Well, we gonna find this shit out. See this dumbass shit right here, and see if they even thought anything remotely close to what the fuck we was thinking. Okay. Yeah. And since this is my motherfucking live stream, okay, I say who the fuck gets invited to the meeting, and you would be invited. I don't know about no other motherfucker, but I'd invite your ass. Okay. The fuck. The fuck. Oh, but you know what? Child boo. I definitely got to talk about this shit. Okay? Yes. Too smart for your own damn good. I used to get that a lot too, Kendra. I really did. I used to get that a lot. Too fucking smart. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stay in a child's place. I used to get that shit a lot too. Okay? Child. Yo, but before I go, because I knew I wasn't going to stay here too long, I got more shit to look at, okay? Yo, who was in Lady Snoop chat when fucking Chucky and them came in there, yo? That shit was funny as fuck to me, yo. That shit was funny. Now, I'm not laughing at the homegirl, trying to get ripped apart. No. I'm not laughing at that shit. Okay, I ain't laughing at that at all. All right? I'm not laughing that the girl went up against China White. None of that shit. I ain't laughing at that motherfucking shit. Okay? Oh, you was in Kimmy's chat song? Oh, okay. See, I was on Lady Snoop's side. Okay? Yeah. But this was after the Kimmy shit, yo. This was after the Kimmy shit. This was like, I think right before she went to Big Man TV. So, the shorty came up on the, like, Lady Snoop was like, yo, homegirl, come up on the panel, right? This chick. So Chucky in the chat talking bad about the gal, right? So, she trying her best to ignore whatever. And then, what that other gal named China White came up on the panel, right? So, and Chucky was like, yo, give me the link. So as soon as they gave him the link, yo, China White went up there. I was like, Chucky, you better not go up there, son. That Jokey gonna come here. Don't make a Jokey come here, motherfucker. You better not get up on that panel with that lady, Chucky. Don't you do it. Jokey come in and fuck everybody up, shoot up the whole club. And I ain't talking about no sperm neither, Chucky. She come up in here with a fucking AK-47 and do the dirt. No, I don't want to die, Chucky. Stop acting up. That shit was mad funny to me. And then it was funny because she ended up in the chat laughing and shit. No. And right before she came up in the chat, I was like, yo, fucking Jokey's one of them candy people, yo. You said she like Candy Man and Candy Woman. You say they name 3 times, the motherfuckers is a parent. Don't you do it. And the homegirl kept saying her name too. I was like, what? What you saying her name? What the fuck wrong with you? Yep, she came in there laughing and shit. That shit was funny to me. That shit was cute as fuck. Yee-dee-dee. Go ahead, Jokey. Watch over your man. Make sure he ain't acting stupid. Okay? That's what you roast the nigga about. That's how you roast the nigga. That's how you roast your peoples in real life and shit. Okay? That's how you get them in real life. Be seeing them on the corner trying to holler at some bro. You be like, yo, you better stop playing before your shorty come in, kick your ass. That bitch will come from the fucking under the fucking car and shit. Okay? A word she live right now? Alright, she gonna get him. A word. She ain't got to have a panel. She ain't even got to get up on a panel no more. She get her own live and get all them motherfuckers. Blam, blam, blam. Get them. Get them a Jokey. Get them motherfuckers a Jokey. Chucky be acting up. Go get him. Okay? Chucky, you better act right. Stop playing. Like, what you doing here, Chucky? Don't be talking to that lady. You better not talk to that lady. And that lady was like, me and a Jokey cool. Me and a Jokey cool. I said, I don't give a fuck. A Jokey come in here like the Tasmanian devil and cyber kick your ass like the end of Karate Kid. Okay? The first one with Ralph Macchio, not Jaden Smith, motherfuckers. I'm telling you, don't play with no Jokey. All right? Don't do it. What is wrong? Saul, what is wrong with these people, yo? I told Misunderstood. I said, don't fuck with Henny Wise. You know they say Henny Wise gonna get your ass. Don't play with this person. Just apologize and let it go. And Henny Wise, man, listen, Henny Wise been kind of getting her ass. And I say, listen, a Jokey ain't no joke. Now when it comes to Chucky, I'm telling you, better straighten up and fly right, motherfucker, Chucky. If you ain't in no military before, you're sure in the military now, Chucky. You better get it together now. All right? Don't be nowhere near nobody with the name China in it. Don't be next to nobody white unless your last name is white. Okay? Don't go next to no Chinese people. None of that shit. Okay? Anything called China. Don't be nowhere near that bitch. Stay away. It's gonna be problems, Chucky. Don't do it. You know, if it was up to me, I tell you stay away from all the bitches. If it's up to me. Alright? I don't want a Jokey. I don't want the wrath of a Jokey getting on your ass. I like when y'all motherfuckers is happy. Okay? Alright? For real, Kendra. So, I don't know that other lady. Okay? I don't know that other lady. It's a lot of people that think I be knowing certain businesses, but I was on Bigo for a whole year, so it's a lot that I really don't know. I don't know that lady. You know, she seemed freaky like Chucky, and a Jokey don't like her ass. That's what the fuck I know. That's all I need to know, child, because I ain't even getting involved with that shit other than me being like one of the boys sitting at the corner like, Chucky, go home to your woman. Yes. Uh-huh. Go home to your woman before you get your ass in trouble. You know a Jokey go, A joke gonna jump out the hood of this motherfucking car right here. You better stop playing, Chucky. Okay? Stop playing. You know she love you, Chucky. Don't do it. All right? That shit was funny to me. What up, the mayor? What up, the mayor? Where you been? The mayor, where the fuck you been? The mayor, how you just, wait a minute. The mayor, how you just pop in this motherfucker like Lucky Charms? Ain't not a nigga nan seen your ass with none of these broads in a couple of days. I ain't seen you with these broads in a couple of days. And I'm talking about Miss Heifer and her former friend. I haven't seen you up in their room, none of that shit. And now all of a sudden, here you come. You been everywhere, quiet in the church mouse, with your quiet ass, and now he popping out like, yeah, motherfucker. What? Hey, Mr. Grimm, how you doing? Okay, the man, where the fuck you been all this time here? The man been sitting back and pretty for a couple days and shit. I'm like, where the man at? I ain't seeing him type. I ain't seeing him talking on a panel. What the fuck going on here? He did like 2 lives on his own shit, and then that was it. I was like, God, they must be taking that break, and here he come. After all this shit done popped off, the mayor. Hey, the mayor, don't be like Ilania Van Zant and try to fix that friendship, okay? Let this shit happen. If they gonna make up, they gonna make up. Oh, shit. Now, see, this is why I think it might be some black sector shit. It might be some, it might be some man shit. You know, men be like, you know, Spidey senses some shit. Some can't, some don't. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, sucker. All right. Child, boo. Yes, Sinister Salt. Looks that way. It looks that way. It really does look that way. All right? And we used to all that. We used to that. But like I've said, what up though Wednesday? Okay. Look, I'm put that right there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yes, Mr. Salt. You are one observant motherfucker, man. Okay. Oh yeah? This ain't Big O? Shit. Well, why can't Buddy Leaker do it? I ain't lighting up no. I ain't lighting up nothing white. Oh no, Salt. There's a way that I do it. You know what I'm saying? There's a way that I hit it. All right, Salt. Listen. I ain't putting that up on the. Yeah, so I ain't putting that up on the motherfucking screen. I don't know. Child, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I think they all right. Well, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that and keep it in mind. All right, because it is summertime. I got to drink more water. You know what I'm saying? I got to get these lips popping together because I am getting older. Yes, I am, child. I ain't no young person. That's why I said I passed the torch. Hey Shri, can you roast? Fuck yeah, I can roast. Why don't you? For fuck what? It's boring. For what? Like, no, I'm okay. Okay. I'm dead. See, Salt, you the best. You the best. I want to be like you when I grow up. Maybe in 15 years, I could be just like you. Yeah. Well, you know what? The only thing that I drink nowadays is really Blitcher's Brew. Unless I gotta go to work at the club, and then I'll get like a solo cup, but most of it will be like soda. All right, most of it will be like club soda or something. It'll be just a little bit of alcohol. You know what I mean? Just so I can get through dealing with the fucking people. Other than that, especially if I can't burn in the goddamn club, child, boo. I'm a roster for real. I got the bun. That saved my life, child. But let's go back. Let's go back to this. Okay, let's go back to this right here. And we're going to get to that too, child, because I know all about the Spidey system. But we're going to get to this right here. You can't help everyone. Sometimes you got to let them crash and burn. I'm going to keep it even better for y'all. You can't tell everybody everything. Sometimes you just got to let a motherfucker see it for themselves and formulate your own mind. Okay? Sit back, relax sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm dead ass. Sit back and enjoy the show sometime. Because that shit was a show. Okay? I ain't trying to say it was fake or this or that or none of that shit. But that shit was a show. Okay? Shout out to YouTube cameras. Shout out to Henny Wise. Shout out to all them folks that be giving me the cliff notes. Okay? Alright? Because, listen, I can't keep up with half of this shit. You know, if my commentary offends you, my bad. You be alright. Okay? That's where we at. But the mayor, is he still here? I hope he is. Oh, okay. I figured that. All right. The mayor leave? I don't know. I ain't calling him up yet, though. I'm going to let him watch the crash and the burn just like the rest of it. Because it'll be interesting to see what happens with that as well. Okay? Especially since we live in the culture of, you didn't defend me. You didn't defend me. Oh, Saul, he was here already. He was here already. He couldn't stay over tonight. So, you know, came over, did what he needed to do, and left. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You gotta go to work real early in the morning. And, you know, sometimes it's best that he and I don't sleep together in the morning because, you know, motherfuckers will end up late for work and shit. And I don't want to be blamed for that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you go ahead. But yes, Salt. That's why I missed all this shit. Because Boo came over. All right? And I got my ding-a-ling. Fuck all that. All right? Fuck that. I had to get my ding-a-ling. I said that shit in the chat. I was like, they going back and forth and back and forth. I said, for all this back and forth, I need some ding-a-ling. Where my ding-a-ling at? That's right, Kendra. Mm-hmm. Oh, you at work today? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's it, Kendra. I had 2 types of medicine today. Word to burger. That's a fact. I'm that. Hey, so I put my leg up today. I put one leg up today in your honor. I was trying to be sexy. And I kept it up for longer than 5 minutes too. So yeah, it was good. It was a good time. Mm-hmm. Good time. Good time. Mm-hmm. Need to ride my bike some more. Hey, y'all know what happened? Yo, okay, this is just a fucking sidebar because ain't nobody coming up here to talk to me. Listen, I ain't even dropped no fucking link. Look at this dumbass shit. I'm telling you, ain't nobody coming up talking to me. Bitch ain't even dropped no bomb cloud link. So there's a link. I don't know if anybody gonna come up, but no, man, I did not get the knees to the chest. I got the ZX 1400 special today with the leg up. That's what I got. Hey, Vampy. That's what I got today. Real quick. Yes, sir. That's what I got. All right, not the knees to the chest. It wasn't Chucky Day. What's up, Reem? Ow. Ow. Hold on.
I really can't believe you just said that. I don't know if anybody gonna come up here. You knew I was gonna bring my motherfucking ass.
So somebody gonna end up upset that you over here.
Right?
I don't know who it's gonna be, but somebody. Oh shit. Do I sound balanced for real though?
Yeah. This is the most mellow I've ever heard you sound. That's why I just thought I'd throw it out there. I was like, yo, Boo coming over. It was like, cause she kind of sound like it's some post pounded type energy. That's why I'm like, she seemed a little too mellow. She just, I don't know.
Oh shit, y'all caught me.
Indeed.
I ain't mad though.
Well, that's good. Anger isn't very good for the soul. Trust me.
Hell yeah. Listen, Salt, you see, how long you been with your wife?
A long time.
Okay. I've been with this man on and off.
Yeah.
For 23 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, he is my best friend. And, after 20-something years, it's either you're going to come to an understanding or the fuck you ain't,
Right. He might be the one you end up marrying, honestly.
Marrying?
Yeah. He might be.
Yeah, shut your ass up.
Well, because if you don't count high school, me and my wife, because we were on and off for a couple years before we just decided to say, let's just be together, let's get married. And every time we would break up, it was always my fault because I wasn't a good dude. I was always having sex with other women and everything and breaking her heart. And then one day she just said, look, either be with me or don't be with me. If you think I'm better than those other girls, then just stay with me forever. Everything, the way she laid it out for me was basically everything that they could give me, she also could give me. That's why I kept coming back to her. And she had a good point. She was like, if you feel like you want to have babies with me and be with me forever, then be with me. Fucking all these other girls isn't going to matter in the end. I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm good on all that. I basically met my hoe quota.
I was engaged to be married 3 times in my life.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You mind if I ask have I ever asked you how old you are? You don't got to tell me if you don't want to, because I know it's kind of a rude part. Really? What the fuck is going on with the women in this sector? Because what's her name?
I never was.
Yeah, what's her name? Elove says she just turned 49, but she looked like she's like early 30s. Really? I would have figured I thought you were like my age, because I'm 35. But they say I look 25. That's why I'm like, okay, well, damn, y'all are aging. You guys are aging pretty well. Nice.
Elove and I are Capricorns, and if one thing about Capricorns, they age backwards after 40.
So it's like Benjamin Button.
Almost.
Yeah. I don't know what they say about Libras and aging, but I feel like I'm aging pretty well.
Yeah. Come on now. We gotta take care of ourselves somehow. And I act like I'm 12, so that helps.
Yeah, you have your moments. I didn't want to say nothing, but yeah, you be having your moments where I'm like, did she really just say that shit? Let me go watch somebody else. But then I'm like, nah, I'll stick around for 2 more minutes, and then you'll turn back into a grown up, and I'm like, all right, here she go.
I'm a goofy motherfucker, man.
Indeed.
I don't listen. When I tell people I'm an idiot, y'all better believe me. I'm not lying. I'm a fucking idiot.
I feel like everybody got their moments.
Listen, I keep
Yeah.
my moments with me. I stand proud of my idiot moments. All right, I've had
Well,
plenty of them. It's just
right.
laughable.
And speaking of idiot moments, what's your take on what we were all watching earlier with the whole Lady Snoop misunderstood situation? What's your take on it?
Yo, I see, cause I wanna say so much, but it's like salt. You can't say nothing because you're gonna let secrets out the vault. You feel me?
Hmm. Right. I feel.
I think how she handled everything from the moment she found out, you know, how she handled the dude and all of that. I think it was great. I saw it. I saw the adult type shit.
Hmm.
I saw why she moved certain ways that she moved. When everybody was like, "Oh no, you should have cussed him out. You should have." What? For
Should have
what?
cussed him out. Yeah.
For what? Like, huh?
People were telling her that because they wanted a fucking show. They want to see somebody go off on somebody. And don't get me wrong, that shit is entertaining. However, you know, when you're on the receiving end of that shit and you just want to handle it a certain way, but everybody keeps pushing you to, oh, you need to cuss them out. You didn't do this. Oh, you must be scared of them. That's why you didn't say this back. And I'm like, okay, I can respect, excuse me, I can respect that she didn't necessarily fall for any of that bullshit. So,
That's a
yeah,
fact. And at the same time, Salt, they was on some real life shit.
right.
Her and Misunderstood, okay, they might be in pseudo real life shit, but they're mostly cyber shit. Her and this
Yeah.
man, whatever the fuck it was some real life shit.
Yeah.
So why not handle it on real life?
Right.
You know,
So
like,
some this woman on I don't remember who it was that said it, but there was a woman on Kimmy's panel, and she
mm,
basically tried to turn the conversation a different way.
mm,
She was like, "Okay, when Tommy put out those text messages, what was his point to doing that? Why do you think he did that?" And this Islander lady, I think she was Jamaican, she had said something like, "You're trying to focus on the messenger when you need to focus on what was in the message." Because of what Lady Snoop had said. And I was like, but the lady was like adamant about it. She was like, why would he do it? Why would he do it? It's like, if anybody who was watching Tommy for long enough, you know, after a while, he don't like to be bothered by motherfuckers. So I'm thinking, as a man, I'm thinking of it like this. If a girl keeps texting me all type of crazy shit and at the same time trying to make it seem like I'm the one that's crazy and all this shit, I'm gonna show a bunch of I would have did the same thing. I'm gonna show a bunch of people the text messages. So now you have incentive not to text me no more shit because obviously I haven't been reading them and you keep doing it. So maybe this will incentivize you to not send me no more messages because I'm just gonna show them to everybody and it's gonna make you look crazy seeing as how I'm not even reading them unless
mm-hmm.
it's live. So I'm like, okay, I wanted to go up on Kimmy's panel and say that, but I had already went up there and said a certain opinion, and so I was like, nah, I ain't gonna go back because they're gonna think I'm
Oh
trolling.
shit.
But yeah,
But
yeah,
see,
yeah, I
when
was,
it comes
yeah,
to Tommy, I know you know way more about Tommy than I do, right? But from the
possibly.
little that I know about Tommy, I felt like he tried to gain some momentum back, and it like blew up in his face.
Hmm.
Like, Tommy, this is a new sector. Like,
Yeah,
you,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know because I've seen him make way smarter plays than that. I'm like, if that was the case, I don't know if it is, but if that was the case, it's like, okay, he didn't really put that much effort towards that one because I've seen him make way smarter plays like in the past. That was like, damn, like that was actually pretty good. That shit worked like a motherfucker.
but you
So
gotta remember that was in the past. Motherfuckers was
yeah,
going
yeah,
through midlife
yeah, exactly.
crisis. You know,
Yeah,
he
times
doing all
have
that
changed.
OnlyFans shit. So it's not. We all try to be like us at 22.
Hmm.
Knowing damn well we more like 52 and should be thinking more like the 42-year-old or the 32-year-old of ourselves. And
Mm.
not exactly, balance that shit though. Balance that motherfucking shit.
Yeah.
That's why I look at it like, like, dude, okay, you a certain age, you a certain stature, you should have been found abroad right by now. Whether it was an act or not that you hated all black women, You should have found a black woman by now and be married to that bitch even if it's on the low. I don't give a fuck. Even if you was doing your OnlyFans shit, pornoing out all day, whatever. You should have been found somebody steady in your life. And you keep playing the same game over and over, expecting the same result. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, come on.
I always say, if it's truly what somebody wants, then if it's truly what you want, then you'll obtain it, no matter what it is. If you want to be a millionaire, you put forth the time and the effort and make the necessary sacrifices, you'll make it. I feel like the reason he doesn't have it is because he doesn't want it as bad as he thinks he wants it. If that's my opinion when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, if people really wanted something, they would, you know.
Yeah, but then you realize to what expense what do you have to give up in order to get that thing? How far are you willing to go? You willing to turn into the Joker with the white face? Or would you stop at this motherfucker right here on Saul's avatar? Would you dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Or you gonna do the tango with his ass and shake and twerk with the bitch? What you gonna do?
Right. Yeah. And a lot of people aren't willing to make those types of sacrifices. Like I got like take some of my homeboys for example. Like I got some pretty, like, it might, I always tell people, don't let the pleasant voice fool you. Like all my homeboys are either, I ain't gonna dry snitch on nobody, but many of them are current gang members. Some of them are like, so a lot of them are real hardcore street dudes. And I always tell them, man, like there's so many ways out here to fucking make money. Like you don't need to lead this type of lifestyle to make a certain type of money. And I'm like, I think what many of them are afraid to give up, because you know it's a sacrifice. You want to make big bucks, make money, you're gonna have to get a job, work overtime, you're gonna have to work your ass off, and that shit. You know what I'm saying? Time is a commodity, and a lot of them I know for a fact they love the fact that they could just pick up and go anywhere at any time and chill with anybody. Plenty of times I've gotten text messages and phone calls. We over at so-and-so house. We all kicking. Everybody over here. Come over here and join us. But I've only been at work for 4 or 5 hours. And I'm like, I'll lose my job if I just went over there right now. Like they like that. They're not willing to sacrifice that specific type of freedom. Even though many of them are smart as hell. Many of them are smarter than me. And I'm like, bro, you could have been got like a white collar job and be making like $5,000 a week and shit like that. But you don't want to give up this teeny tiny bullshit. You have, in this world, you have to make sacrifices if you actually want to get anywhere. For what we want most, usually a terrible price has to be paid. That's why like a lot of business owners, you know what I'm saying, their kids grow up saying, oh, I never really knew my father and everything. But, you know, we always had a house we always had a roof over our heads. We always had food in our stomachs. Like that's because dad went to work. He worked his fucking ass off to make sure you had all that shit, and the cost of that was not being around you. You were safe, you were protected, you were warm, you were clothed, you were fed, but daddy wasn't there because he was making sure he had to make that sacrifice of not being around you to make sure you had all those things. It's like, yeah, it's fucked up, but that's the way of the world. You have to sacrifice shit. Like that's half the reason that, like, I've been kind of iffy on going owner operator, because I'm a truck driver. Going owner operator, it's like ask Betty Boop. He'll tell you that I get, because he even told me before, like Betty's complained about, you know, wanting him home more, and I'm like, yeah, man, it's like that. That's why I told him straight up, yo, when it comes to that shit, you a better man than me, because I only went over the road just for a short while. You know what I'm saying? Gone for a month and come back for 3 days. Like I didn't have it in me. It was like, nah, I gotta be around my family, bro. So in that aspect, you a better man than me. He made that sacrifice, and I'm like, man, like you make more money, but you sacrifice something very fucking precious. And I'm like, I don't got it in me to make that sacrifice for that, or at least I don't think I do. I've been trying to psych myself up for it, but man, when you got, because my kids are little, like my kids ain't even teenagers yet. I'm like, I ain't trying to miss out on these, because these are very precious years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But check this out. To flip this back to YouTube or social media or whatever.
Right.
What I see a lot of people do is they'll make a deal with the devil and be like, okay, I want to hit this goal right here, and thinking that they could beat the devil or get over on the devil or whatever, and they don't realize exactly what the fuck they sacrificing. And by
Right.
the time they realize exactly what they sacrificing, it's too late.
Yep.
They can't save
Yep.
themselves. They can't save nobody.
They'll sacrifice their own credibility. My stance has always been morals don't exist, only morale does. But a lot of them, if you believe in that sort of thing, a lot of them, they'll sacrifice their morals, sacrifice their principles for a couple hundred extra views. And I'm like a prime example will be ZX. Like Ajoki has said it so many times. Like when he first came in, he was talking all about building and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting black people together, all this shit. And I'm like, yeah, I bet he did. And she was like, yeah. Then he just flew into all this messy, argumentative shit and everything. And I'm like, yeah. And his numbers tripled because of that shit. But now people look at him as a cloud chaser, psych principles. His credibility is shot. He's a doxer, all this shit. And I'm like, yeah, you wanted to get those extra numbers, but at what cost? Because if you make it to a certain level, somebody gonna knock you down because you sacrifice them. Certain things that society deems, you know what I'm saying, good things to have. Like you've made yourself, you're coming up as a demon, like, and that's how people view you. While at the same time trying to act like he's doing good. That's why I always let people know when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to pretend to be anything other than I am. What all this shit that I be saying and doing, like, this is what you get when you get me. Mm-hmm. So that way there's no confusion. You can't say, oh, Saul, what about me? He said, no, I've been made my stance perfectly clear on that shit. You know what it is. So yeah, they sacrificed the wrong shit.
He really thought he could get over. He really
yeah.
But it was crazy about him is come to find out that motherfucker was always trying to get over, even in real life too.
Right. Yeah, I've heard some of the stories.
And shit. So I'm not saying he's a scammer, y'all.
And like,
that's scammy ass shit.
To hear him bring logic, whenever he tries to be logical, that shit be so damn funny to me. I ain't gonna lie, I be laughing my ass off. Like one time he said something like, he was trying to basically explain like how he's the good guy in every situation. He was like, yeah, I cussed a couple motherfuckers out, but they needed that. And I was like, oh, they needed to get cussed out. I don't know, just the way he explains certain shit, he swear, like he'll speak like as if he hasn't a blemish on his record. Like he is perfectly clean. He wearing white gloves with no stains on them. Let him tell it. He is absolutely right in everything he has ever done, and nothing. He ain't never did shit wrong. And he'll explain it in the most funniest, weirdest way. And I'm like, bro, like you really trying to dress this shit up like it's, yeah, he's insane. And it's funny though.
See, I wish I could laugh. But I felt like he was a demon a very long time ago, early, from when I first came on YouTube.
Right. Yeah, you can see you detected it early on, right?
Yeah. Like, so yeah. He's one of them demons. You right about everything you saying about this motherfucker, and I don't want to give that motherfucker no life. Okay.
Well, let me ask you something, because serious things have actually happened in his life that I've seen make other people get off of YouTube and just quit, or at the very least quit the bullshit. Just take the hit and lose a ton of numbers because the serious shit happened. What do you think it would take for him to say, okay, I'm not going to do YouTube the way I'm doing it anymore, or make him get off of YouTube completely? Because let's not forget, Cookie showed up to his front door. He could have got killed. People done looked up his financial records. They looking up court cases, all type of shit. He done lost the Salvation Army boy.
Because I was about to say, who you thinking about that he ran off of YouTube though?
No. I said I've seen other people get ran off of YouTube for some of the same shit that's happened to him. Like somebody show up to their house and they're like, okay, I ain't talking shit no more on YouTube, or just leave YouTube completely. Yeah, I'm just saying it's happened to other people. What do you think it would take for him to either leave YouTube or just switch to like some bubblegum fluffy style way of talking instead of just talking shit?
Well, this is the problem. He has tried to do the fluffy bubblegum shit and it don't work because his demon-like behavior comes through regardless.
Mm.
You know, it's kind of difficult. It's one thing to deal with demons who are demons on social media, but they're not demons in real life. They
Right.
just act like demons on TV, you know? I truly feel like this motherfucker's a demon in real life and in social media, so.
I believe that also. Like, I love to refer back to the Stanley Milgram experiment, where you put someone in a position to where they feel like they're completely safe and there won't be any consequences for their actions, then their true self is going to come out and they're going to do some depraved atrocities.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of people on social media, because I even seen this short documentary on YouTube once, and this guy was talking about, yeah, people come on here and feel like they're God, like they can't be touched to a certain degree. And I'm like, yeah, he's behaving the way he actually really is. But to go out into society and behave this way, yeah, he would have got hurt. He would have went to jail. Things would have happened to him. But on social media, it's different. You could say all these nasty things, and yeah, many times nobody could get to you, nobody could touch you. So you're gonna keep doing it because, let's face it, there's no true consequences for dragging somebody's kids or some shit like that across social media. Sure, a couple people gonna look at you funny, but you could do it over and over again, and ain't shit really gonna happen.
Right. Well, so we also look at it like this: this motherfucker ain't that stupid, right? He could probably know who to come at like that in real life and who not to come at like that in real life. And if he did come at a motherfucker a certain way in real life, you know, okay, so the perfect example is, remember when he went to court with the cop?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right? And he tried to sue the cop. What happened with that? It ain't work out that great.
Right.
Always has a way of getting a motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
step the fuck out the way. Like, this is why I don't listen. There was a time when that motherfucker said he was looking for me because he heard about my video with my legs up, whatever the fuck case. Any panel I was on, he came on there, I ran, especially RE. And one day I came back on RE panel, I was like, yo, I will never fuck with this dude ever. You feel me? To talk for what? Right. He's a snake. He's a demon. Like, the fuck am I doing? For what?
Right.
To do what? Where? What that mean? Like, it don't matter what the fuck he say to me. He could be like, I'm sorry. Nah, B. The devil could be, listen, Lucifer could say sorry to me in motherfucking heaven with Most High, Jah, Jesus, Michael, all them archangels sitting up and down. And I'll still be like, yo, are we in hell and this is a fucking illusion or what?
Right.
Fuck you saying to me? Like, come on now. No, I don't. I can't. It's not. And for me, I act like this because it's one thing if you an asshole here, and then I can feel like, okay, you're not an asshole in real life. You just on some next shit. But if you was a real fucking demon in real fucking life like that, what?
Yeah, I understand.
Nah, nigga, beat that shit. Go over there with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's a couple of people I feel like that on here. You know, and the reason why I say that is to say this based off of nothing his ego won't allow it. I feel like if he was to give up on YouTube, he'd have to give up in real life too. His whole psyche would be fucked up. You feel me? His entire psyche. His YouTube persona.
I was thinking something similar to that like a few weeks ago. Like, yeah, like, because you know, it's like people create this persona of how they would like to be. And I feel like a huge part of his psyche is attached to this online persona. Even though it's truly him, there's still there's still larger chunks of that personality that he's created. He's like, you know, they're not true, but he's latched on and kind of believing in a certain delusion. So yeah, to leave YouTube and basically not have anybody feeding that particular personality's ego would be kind of like earth shattering to him. Like, yeah, he probably would give up in real life if he had to give up this shit, because it seems like this is all he has.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Mayor?
What's up, the
What's
mayor?
going on, Saul? What's going on, Sheree?
Sometimes you gotta step out the way. What's up?
Right. Chat room, what's going on, everybody out here, you know?
I don't have to talk to that man to step out the way. I don't have to be cordial with that motherfucker to step out the way. I value karma way too much to do that. Now, some of y'all, like the mayor, I heard you go and you talk to that dude every so often, whatever. You know, that's you and him. That ain't me. I do different shit.
Well, you know, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me up for allowing me on your panel. You know, but the last time I tried to talk to him, it was about some accusations that was being spread upon me. And the person who was up there, we know the person who accused me was just up there, right? So when I went up there to go talk to him, you know, he played me to the left. You know, he let the people that was on his panel basically dog me out and kick me off the panel. So then right then and there, that's when I lost our respect for him. You know what I'm saying?
He live now, because if he is, I don't know what he doing, who over there. I don't know none of that shit. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all right now.
Right. You know, and the fact that and what's the killing part is the fact that she ran over there to him, right?
But who's the she? Who's the she?
Oh, Misunderstood ran over there to him yet again.
Oh.
Wow.
So I'm like, what? So it's like, you know, it's like a little kid. You know, it's like a little kid. You know, how many times you keep on trying to tell them not to touch that hot stove? Sometimes you gotta say fuck it, let them touch it. You know what I'm saying? And right.
So okay, so the mayor, let me.
Yeah.
Know, I don't usually get nosy. Okay.
I
really don't usually get nosy. I do my best to mind my business and all of this. But have you spoken with the homegirl since her and Miss Lady fell out?
Oh, you talking about Kimmy? No, I haven't talked to her. No, cause I said we talked earlier today, and then when I heard all this was about to pop off, I said I'm exiting myself out this equation, because when I seen that train wreck that happened yesterday over there on Shitty Greg show.
What happened yesterday on Shitty Greg?
Oh, they dog pile Misunderstood. They dog. You know how landlord is. Everybody know how landlord is. Landlord gonna come up there and cuss you out. He gonna be he gonna be disrespectful. He don't give a fuck about the panel.
That's what landlord is known for.
Right. So, do I blame Shitty Greg? That's Shitty Greg's panel. I can't tell him who he can and cannot have up on this panel, but he didn't know that Misunderstood and landlord had a problem with one another, and he cursed her out.
You know what? I didn't know that they had a problem with each other either, but I knew what landlord that came up there to do, because you know, like you said, anybody knows landlord. That's what he does. I had no idea that those two even knew each other, but as soon as I seen landlord pop up, like if you could go back and hear it, you could hear me say, "Oh shit," because I already knew who he was gonna go at. You see landlord in action enough times, your ass gonna know. But yeah, my bad for interrupting you, bro. Go ahead.
Oh no, you cool. But I already knew, like I said, because he's not a landlord is not a troll. Landlord is a professional derailer of a show, because he's gonna derail any show that he comes up on. So he did that, and it's like when I told her before. How many times are you gonna keep on going into the den of lions and have them lions tear your ass up? You know what I'm saying? It's like
wait, hold up. She went on Shitty Greg too? She went on the panel?
She went on the panel and they tore her ass up.
Oh shit.
And I said, that's the black sector for you. I said the difference between the beef and the black sector is this. The beef sector, they drag. We'll drag you, dox you, and keep a grudge. We'll have a grudge for 5, 6, 7 years and still bring up that same shit.
That's true.
And will still bring up the same shit. Oh, you remember what the fuck your ass did 7 years ago on Thursday night at 12:49 p.m. on the east side of the corner? Yeah, we bring shit up like that. Right.
And then they bring up the video to when you did it.
Yep.
They're like they'll put up the video like, damn.
Right. I still got the motherfucking video. Keep on talking. I'll put it out there. Damn, for real. And that's just the way it is. And it's like what I told her before. I was like, I tell her, I said, you know what? You decided you want to keep on going over there. You said that you sobriety sector. Well, if you sobriety sector, keep your sobriety ass over there. I don't mean to be mean, but sometimes I get that tough love, and my tough love may not be everybody's cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you can't coddle everybody. You can't coddle everybody. You know what? I look at it like this. I say you a 40-something-year-old woman. You pretty soon you're gonna be 50 years old. How many times are you gonna keep on making excuses and telling everybody that you're sorry? You know what I'm saying? Now, am I cool? Am I cool with both her and Kimmy? Yes, I am cool with both her and Kimmy. Do I want to see her kick this habit? Yes, I do want to see her kick this habit. But the thing about it is this: it's gonna be up to her to realize when she want to kick this habit. But then again, you going over to Grandpa Glitter Boots channel. It's the same man that told you not to put your personal business out here in public. But yet and still, this is the same motherfucker who got up here, and and whoever goes back or whoever listens, yeah, I said it. The same motherfucker who got up there and told her on her own channel, yeah, how many times have you relapsed? What? What kind of bullshit ass question is that? Why would you ask somebody who has a propensity of relapsing? How many times you gonna ask them? How many times have you relapsed? Bitch ass nigga, how many times? Bitch, how many times you ain't gonna pay that motherfucking water bill?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's that whole ass shit. That's that whole ass shit. Then you run right back over there to him, and he coddles your ass, and then 2 minutes later he gonna curse your ass out like he did last week. He cursed you out again, called you all type of yeah.
Homegirl just lost her ding-a-ling drug test. Okay. She needs someone to replace the ding-a-ling drug test. All right.
Okay.
And
nah.
CX just happened to say the magic words. Even though he said all that other shit, he said the magic words. I want you to go to rehab. I want you to be better.
Right.
That's
right.
all she needs. Same pattern, same shit. Same death eye spell. What y'all talking about?
Right. How you doing, Tree? How you doing, Sinister Salt? How you doing, Mayor?
What's going on?
Not much, Mayor. I had to come up here and keep it real. I don't have a.
Keep it a buck then. Keep it a buck then.
You don't bother me. I'm cool with you, but I have to keep it real. You at the same time that you were, telling her like, don't go over there and have it be a problem, blah 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 blah. At the same time, you were allowing her to smile in your face and pretend like she was sober, even though you and I both know differently. But you know what I mean? You never checked her on it and said, listen, you are high and I understand you're trying and want to be sober, but she doesn't want it at that 100%. She might want it 70%, but she doesn't want it that full 100.
Whoa. Hold on. Before you get that far, you haven't have you seen a lot of the lives where you haven't seen a lot of lives where I actually went off on her, cursed her out on her own show, told her to get her ass off her live, to get stop being on live all day now, stop looking for the attention. Evidently you didn't see them because
I saw her, but you were doing it. I've seen it, but you did it in a playful way, and made it like something, not like straight up saying you are high right now.
So was I nice to her when I went off on that one day? That one morning, like about 5 o'clock.
As far as what Kendra's speaking on, I've only seen maybe a couple times do it in a playful way, but the majority of the time he has done it like in a very serious manner. Like, look, you need to get the fuck off of live. What's happening right now? You don't need this. Like this live show is like
right about drama and stuff like that. I'm specifically speaking just on her being in denial and trying to say that she's sober when we all know that she's not. I'm speaking specifically on that.
Okay.
Well, so check this out. I put it like this: if you want to keep on lying to the people, and even though, like I said, I text her because I got her number. I text her and all that good shit, and I tell her, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And even with old boy, the whole thing about this with old boy, this whole Lady Snoop and Don Cato, whatever his name is, I would have respected old boy a whole lot better. A whole lot. He's older than me. He's 62. Now, if that man would have said, yeah, that's the part that kills me. Like I said, and he's 9 years older than me. So that shows you how old I am. I'm 53. I would have respected him better if he'd have said,
yeah, I fucked the both of them at the same time. Now what? No more questions, and got the fuck off the thing. I would have respected him
He
more
said
because
he
he
never
still
fucked Lady Snoop.
okay. Fucked him or
Agreed.
not? Okay, if he did it or not. But if he'd have said, yeah, I was hollering at, okay, now I'm not gonna say fuck them. I'm gonna say if he was hollering at, yeah, I was hollering at the both the same time, this, that, and the other. Now what? And if he'd have dropped off the live, I'd have had more respect for him because he stood on the square. He stood on his
Yeah,
pimping.
What, on
He
yeah.
bullshit though? Like, you can't respect somebody that friggin' is standing on bullshit though. Come on.
if he
I
stood on
mean,
his bull, if he stood on
yeah,
his bullshit,
he's keeping it real. Like it might, maybe
right.
it's
I'm
a
keeping
guy
it
thing,
real.
but yeah, I would have respected him too. Like, okay, hey, he
Right.
kept it real.
Right.
It's
If he
fucked
kept
up.
it real, but that wouldn't be keeping it real. And
Hold on, hold
what
on,
everybody
Y'all
should
could
have
have
done is
called. Y'all
kept it
could call
real.
that man. Y'all could.
Wait a minute. Hold the fuck on. Wait a minute.
No.
Hold the fuck on. Man, I want y'all to repeat what y'all just said. Y'all would have respected him more of what?
If he would have stood on his square and stood on his pimping game.
Like, okay, like when
He
he would have
stand on
got,
his
like if he
pimping
would have got caught up. Hold on.
Right.
Uh-huh.
If he would have got caught up,
He must have had a
and
call.
if he would have stayed true to the form, if he would have stayed true to form, plain and simple, if he stayed true to form, like a man's supposed to do, and say, yeah, okay, I got caught. Now what? And jump and said,
Right.
now this
But hold
this
on,
was how he could have fucked. But hold on, let me finish. This is how he
Uh-huh.
could have fucked her show up. He could have said, yeah, I did it. Now what? And got and dropped off. You know what I'm saying? I'd have respected him more. Instead, he's in the pit trying to give excuses of all the bullshit that he was doing. That's why I didn't respect him for that. But like I said,
Listen,
they
Can I
he's not a
interject real quick?
respectable dude. He tried to fuck them both over. There's nothing respectable about his ass.
Can I just interject real quick and say one thing before I lose it? Like, lose my train of thought, I mean.
Okay.
go ahead.
My feeling is they all try to play each other for their own benefit and their own
Yeah.
gratification. And what ended up happening is they all tried to outdo the other one, and out of fear that someone was getting the best of them, they tried to outdo them. They ended up outplaying themselves. All of them. They all look silly, in my opinion. And
You know
I
that
wouldn't respect anybody going up there and standing on a fucking lie and bullshitting. I respect you if you come out and tell the truth and say, hey, listen, I was in it for this. I was trying to help her out. We ended up being friends in the process. We slept together, and I was just really trying to help her. And in the meantime, I met someone that was real, and I was trying to have a real relationship with. And then these two had an issue, and it all fell apart. You know what I mean?
Hey,
right,
That
right.
would
But
be the truth.
Hey, hold
And they
on,
all
hold
tried to
on. Y'all
outdo each other.
motherfuckers, hold on for a second. Because I got a question for each and every one of you.
okay, I ain't got that much time. I got about 3 minutes. I got about 3 minutes left.
Separately.
Okay, go ahead.
Maya,
Yes.
have you ever had sex with a crackhead or a
No.
present day meth addict?
No.
Okay, Kendra, have you ever had sex with a crackhead or a present day meth addict?
Yes, ma'am.
You have.
Yep.
Okay. So you a different motherfucker.
Now, have you ever had sex with a crackhead or a
No,
present
I
day
have
mother?
not.
Okay.
And this is
Okay.
why I judge that motherfucker. Because
Okay.
my whole thing is, what the fuck are you doing having sex with this bitch? I'm not having sex with no addict like that. No,
Wait.
not present. No.
I wasn't
no.
with somebody who
You
was like,
better- hold on,
like
because I'm
you know,
not
like a
judging you.
fiend
I'm not
addict.
judging you at all. But what I'm saying is, if you not on some old Judge Mathis shit, when you coming at me talking about, I haven't touched that shit in 20 years, and you can show me that motherfucking shit, I don't know. I can't predict the future. But right now, no. You a meth addict, and I know that shit. I am not fucked.
See, at the time, I was on that level. I was equally as, you know, well, not doing meth or anything like that, but I was running the streets. You know what I mean? I was wild and crazy, and I didn't look for into the future like that at that time. Now is different. Today is a different story, but
Right. Now, do I want this woman to get help? Yes, I do. Because I want her to get help for two reasons. And it's those two kids. One's for those two kids and one's for herself.
Yo, the mayor.
Like I said,
And-
yeah.
The man, stop acting like you fell under the motherfucking tet I spell, nigga. This bitch been in the black sector for years.
Oh, I know that. I already know that. But like I said,
And all the motherfuckers in the black sector wished her for help. What the fuck is the difference between back then and now when she doing the same old lies, the same old whatever the fuck patterns that she's been doing all the fuck this time? She been kicked out of everywhere for 4 years now, the mayor.
Yeah, but Shree, underneath all the bullshit, the 4 years of bullshit that you know of her, underneath that, that's the addict personality. Underneath that, she's a completely different person.
Could
See,
be. What? No. Hold on.
see, Shree,
Could
before I get
be.
off,
Listen,
Shree,
I ain't
I'm about to
living
get
on
off
the
because I
break.
gotta get
I'm
back to
looking at
work.
it right now. Hold on. Go ahead, man.
Like I said, I gotta get off because I gotta go back to work. But like I said before, I didn't. Like I said, I'm not gonna play blind to the fact that I didn't know about all this. Like I said, I've been knowing her for about not even, I want to say, like close to 6 months or something like that. And so this is all new to me. So like I said, all the stuff they shown before, this, that, and the other, what she was doing, like I said, it's all new to me. I guess that I tried to help a person out because I've seen it before in my family. I've seen my friends. I've seen. I even seen people who I was in the service with that was hooked on drugs and things like that. So I guess it was a soft spot. But like you said before,
Bear, you were blinded by the titties, I think.
no, nope.
Kendra, you blinded by something too. It ain't no teta spell, but you.
No, I'm not blinded at all. I just know, I just am familiar and I can relate to the addict part of her, and I know the bullshit until she has her awakening.
You sitting here talking about coulda, and right now these past 4 years ain't do motherfuck shit.
Well, what I'm saying is that's because she's still currently using.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what the fuck?
All right, I'm getting down.
From?
All right, Mayor.
All right.
Mayor, don't enable it though either.
It ain't good
No,
right
never
now.
that.
Take that trauma. Stop bonding with her ass.
No, I'm not, Shree, hun. I'm not bonding with the trauma. What I'm saying is, I say she could be a different person because I've seen addicts that when they get clean, some are still the same assholes. They're just dry assholes. They're not assholes like because they're still using, but some people will get clean and still be assholes. And then other people, their whole personality changes. So I don't know her prior to using.
Kendra, I get that. But what is the difference between the assholes and the non-assholes? They all made an effort to stop doing what the fuck they do.
Right. And I don't condone what she's doing.
Let me finish because I love you. She makes no effort to stop shit. So stop putting this hope on her ass.
Right, because she's not ready, Shree.
Huh?
She's like that because she's not ready.
So stop putting hope on her. Stop trying to make her ready. Stop carrying her water.
No, I'm not
to carry.
I tried to help her. She denied my help. She got angry with me, and then that was all I can do. From there on out, all I can do is pray and wish the best for her.
But you still bonding with her when you hit me with the, oh well, she could. Nah, she could not. She's not right now.
No, right now she's not. But that's why I say could. In the future,
fuck a could. Don't worry about no could, because the could ain't.
Shree, all I'm saying is I'm not going to enable her behavior, but at the same time, I'm not going to give up hope that she can make have her awakening and make a change.
Subconsciously enabling her behavior. Okay.
How?
Let me explain it this way. As a human being, I'm not gonna sit here and say I wish the girl go through all this and X, Y, and Z. I don't want to see nobody on no motherfucking drugs. And I too have seen family members, friends, all that. I was 10 years old the first time I saw crack on the fucking corner. In front of my motherfucking house. I've seen what it does to neighbors, their children. I've seen crack babies born into the world and crack babies that are full-blown adults right the fuck now. I seen it. And one thing I tell you, if a motherfucker don't want to get help, fucker could and would. Let that motherfucker do what they do. I'm not going to attach myself and suck my motherfucking soul because you don't want no fucking help and you want to fucking drown your ass. When the could comes, let me see it. Show me your could, motherfucker. I don't want to hope for shit because you ain't showing me shit.
And I totally agree with everything you're saying. I agree with everything you're saying, other than the fact that I feel like, and I don't know if it's because I'm a recovered addict myself, but at the same time,
wow, really?
So I'm not beyond none of that shit.
But what I'm saying though is at the same time, I don't know if it's just my personality, but when I'm looking at her and I know differently, and her language is still one of an addict, I feel this like desire to call her out on it, or go on a panel and call other people out on that are enabling her.
Listen, I'm not even talking about that, Kendra. I'm talking about your language towards her. Oh, well, she could get better, and I got hope for her. Fuck all that. She ain't got no hope for herself. Fuck all that.
Right, but why can't I wish somebody the best? That doesn't mean I'm gonna go out of my way and do shit for them. Absolutely not, because she's not doing shit for herself.
But if she ain't showing you the best, what the fuck? I could wish motherfuckers the best and don't be attached to not a nan nigga.
Because that means then if I was angry, then that means then I have a feeling about it, and
No, Kendra, I'm not even saying that. I'm not saying none of that. I want you to protect your heart. That's what I want you to do. I want you to protect your
but
heart.
Listen. I am my personality. I'm a very like open, non-judgmental. I'll give you all the love in the world, but the day that you give me a reason not to, or you personally affect me or do something to me, then I'll feel differently. She can't affect me or do anything. You know what I mean? She doesn't. Her titties don't freaking make me feel a certain way. Her behavior and her little, her playing the blonde, you know, oh dummy, I don't know or understand. She's not getting over on me. I'm not blind, but at the same time, I don't have to have a grudge against her. She didn't do anything to me.
It ain't about a grudge. I don't have a grudge against her either. But I see
like if she fell, I maybe would help her pick up, but I'm not going to carry the bitch.
You want to help her? You want to help her? You want to help her? You really want to help her?
And I did by telling her fucking what she didn't want to hear. And I'm only going to say it once.
So clearly you didn't help her, Kendra.
And I haven't since then. I don't interact with her. She doesn't like me because I call her out on her bullshit.
Okay.
And I did that once. And then from there, I call other people out that on their bullshit because they know exactly what's going on, but they have crude intentions on being her friend.
And Kendra, what? And she got cruel intentions on being their friend.
They all do. They all do. Every single one in that situation. And they all have played themselves.
That's the exact reason why I'm like, Kendra, let that shit go. Because if they got cruel intentions for her, she got cruel intentions for them. She got cruel intentions for herself. You want to be sitting in a sea of cruel intentions? Come bring your ass next to me, where it's all good intentions.
I know, but I have this like my personality is like, fuck you. I know you're talking shit, or you know what I mean? I don't know if it's because I'm a real person. Like I keep it real all the time. I don't care if you're my best friend. I don't care if you're my brother, sister. If you're fucking up, I'm going to tell you you're fucking up. Like to me, that's what a real friend does. And the way I am, if I do something, I'm going to say I did it and why I said it, and I'm going to own it. And I take accountability. I don't care. You're not paying my bills. I'm not fucking you, and I'm not married to you. I don't care what you think. So if I want to go, you know, if I did meth and go and do fucking meth, then I'm not going to care what the fuck you say as long as I'm maintaining my own life. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I feel like she should be. Don't fucking lie. Like I have this like my Kendra, personality is I have to call you out if you're bullshit.
She not you, Kendra. She not you.
I know, but that's just
well, listen, baby. She not you. You understand me? She not you. She ain't gonna be like you. Not now.
Right, but if I can freaking open up somebody's eyes.
No, but if she don't want to, if she got her eyes closed, how you gonna open up her eyes?
No, not her eyes, because she's gonna do what she wants to do.
What the name of that fucking movie where a man forced a lady eye open and she turned crazy and kill herself and kill him too?
No, not her. I'm talking about the people that are surrounded around her that actually haven't been that aren't accustomed to this behavior.
Kendra, but if they demons too, who gives a fuck?
I know. I just try to save everybody.
They gotta see for themselves, and sometimes they not you.
I know, but
Can I speak real quick? It seems like Kendra's just a bit more altruistic than Cherie is. You guys just have two different.
Altruistic mean right now? My medicine done.
I know what the fuck it seems like Kendra's. Oh, okay. How do I put this? It's like you're more hardened than she is.
Oh yeah, I'm a tough love guy.
But don't get me. Don't take my kindness for weakness, though. At the same time,
right.
I'm not gonna get played.
No weakness. I didn't take nothing for weakness. I'm trying to protect your heart. I'm not.
No, I know, hon. I know. No, I don't feel any ill way because you're talking truth, and but yet at the same time, I'm telling you why I do it, because I'm not giving up on her, but at the same time, I'm not gonna let her freaking smile in my face and bullshit. You know what I mean? So I'm letting her know,
Listen,
listen, I know you're fucking up, but when you're ready, you need someone to talk to, I'm here. And then
okay,
people that
she
are
ain't
around her,
ready. She ain't ready. So what the fuck? You
I
better go
know
live
she's
your life
not.
and enjoy yourself.
So in the meantime, people that are surrounded around her and they're fucking going up and caping for her, I want to call them out on their bullshit too.
Nah, fuck them too. Fuck them too. How you know if they really feel like that, Kendra? It might be all some kind of weird mind.
Either they're really fucking stupid and they don't have that street cred like they claim to fucking have,
And what
or
that got
they're
to
in
do
it for
with
their own food
you?
intentions.
But hold on, I got a question for you, Kendra. How many times do you go on Tyra's live and tell him about his motherfucking self? As often as you rather go on Shitty Greg to talk about what that motherfucker is about.
Tyra, I've been on twice, and he's booted me both. Well, after an
You,
extended period, he's called, thinks I'm a
Okay, you
man.
went twice. You went twice, but you spend the majority, 98% of that over at Shitty Greg. You not bothered with that nigga? I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
No, but at the same time, I do feel bad, and I fucking yell at people when they like Super Jim, when he goes a little over the top and does things that when I see that sensitive side of Tyra though too. As much as he's an idiot and a dick and does stupid things, when he gets really drunk and is actually like real open and like, why did you troll me for 19 years? Like I actually kind of feel bad. That's the simp in me.
it's probably just your empathy kicking in. It's rare to come across empathy like that these days.
I do have empathy, but at the same time, I'm a hard, you know what I mean? I'm really a sensitive person, but I
I
portray to be a
understand.
hard exterior, but that's my protection, you know what I mean? Like
Indeed.
that's my
Hel-
self-defense mechanism. But at the same time,
Right,
because I've had to put that wall up, I know how to move in the streets. I'm not a fool, but at
right.
the same time, in my heart, I feel bad and sensitive for people, because you have to look at the other side. Like nobody's ever 100%. You know what I mean? There's
Right.
always another side to the story.
Yeah. Hello,
And I think,
Clementine.
huh?
But yeah, no, I was saying hello to Clem in the chat. But yeah, no, I feel
Yeah,
you.
Clem's
That's the
not
way a lot of
sleeping.
people are. You gotta have some sort of protection if if you're a bit lighthearted.
Right. But I'm not fooled by her bullshit. And I called her out on it one day.
Right.
And then I told her she needs to be impatient. She got upset with me. And since then, I am no longer
Yeah.
a mod in her chat. I'll go over there and like listen and to see what she's trying to pull now. And then I see other people falling for her bullshit. And then I see other people that
Right.
really know what's going on, but they're not going to call her out on it because they're there for their own gratification. And to me, that bugs
Yeah.
me. So I have to call people out on it. Plus, I have to be right all the time. That's another bad flaw of mine.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
What
No.
happened to
No.
Shree?
I feel you.
Oh, there she is.
I feel you on that. That's why, like,
Hi.
I mean,
All right,
you are
I'm
who you are. I call people out for shit all the time, man. A lot of times,
It just bugs
it's
me. And I'm
received
sitting there and I
negatively.
try not to. I slide my phone away from me. I really try not to. And then I'm like, fuck this, because I hate typing. So then I just hit the link. I can't help it.
Right. Yeah. No, I understand completely.
I like to practice. Well, I don't know. When it comes to
Comes to
Shree, you
what?
there?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
speak out. That's when I'm gonna speak out. Especially when it's with motherfuckers that I feel is good in my book. Okay, like you, Kendra.
Right. See, now I think that how you are, I think we're both saying the same thing, but you're the type of person that you don't trust anybody till you get to know them. And I trust everybody till they give me
Wait a minute, hold on. I got to change your mind on that. I trust somebody.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is you're
more than everybody. I trust one motherfucker more than everybody in this world. You know who that is?
yourself.
Yeah, goddamn right.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
No,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Hold on, Kendra. I'm saying that because a lot of people be like, oh, I don't trust nobody. You know who's included in no fucking body? You yourself is included in no fucking body. So I can never say I don't trust nobody.
All right.
I trust motherfucking me, goddammit. And all y'all get like 10 and 5%.
All right, let me reword that then. You're side-eyeing people around you until they, you know what I mean, until you build a trust up with them. Where I'm the type of person is I let everybody in until you give me a reason to fucking push you out.
Oh yeah, you right about that. Fuck that shit. I ain't letting everybody in. What the fuck?
Well,
You say
that's what I'm
people
saying.
all
So
fuck that
we're me
bullshit.
and you have the same feelings and outlook on things, but I think that your personality is just more of a protective heart, and where I'm like, here, come on in, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm still smart and watching you. Like I'm gonna watch you fuck up, and then I'm gonna
Listen,
snatch you
girl,
up.
I'm truly an empath. I had to lock this shit off.
Mhm.
Some of this empath shit is way too powerful. I can't let it out to everybody. You lucky I could give good hugs, goddamn it. You hear me?
Yeah.
Shit. Some of these people here don't deserve not a motherfuck thing. You know,
No, they really don't.
Motherfuck thing.
Yeah. No, they really don't. Um,
But
yeah,
I
it's all
think
about
I
just learning
completely
who to
agree with
trust
everything
and why to
everybody's
trust
saying.
them. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Clementine?
Clem, why aren't you sleeping, Clem?
I just woke up.
I
I
love
came in
Clem.
here, it was all yelling. I was like, what's happening?
Listen,
love
we're East Coasters.
Well,
Oh
good.
yeah, this is normal talking, and if we say yeah, go fuck yourself, that means I love you. Talk to you later.
Mm.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
Like, just don't hang up on me.
No, I fucking hate that too.
I do.
I talk to someone frequently, and they don't. They're like, "As you are," click, and I'm like, "You motherfucker!"
Oh,
I hate
no.
that.
Okay.
I will hit redial 1,000 fucking times till you answer, and then I can hang up on you, and then I'm good.
You know what, Kendra? You know what you just said? I turned that shit into a pickup line one time on a girl. Because I had said something to her, and she was like, "Why don't you go fuck yourself?" And I said, "Only if you watch me." And
And
we
walk
ended
away,
up,
and then you do that.
yeah. She giggled. That shit worked. I was like, "Well, all right."
She'll come up because a girl has to be right, has to be the one to turn. You know what I mean? And if you're like, oh, whatever, you're not all that. The more the girl's gonna be up your shit.
Right.
Well, then it
Mm-hmm.
depends on what the fuck she gonna be watching. And that's like imagination.
Listen,
Indeed.
and then they're
Indeed.
playing fucking mental warfare. That's what happens, and then that relationship will be very toxic.
Indeed.
Extremely toxic.
But you know what? As far as toxic relationship goes, it seems like real toxic relationships, you always end up having the best sex for some reason.
Mhm.
There's no sex like toxic sex.
You have to have some
It's just
toxicity and some jealousy and everything, but it has to be balanced. Everything needs to be.
No more jealousy. That shit is whack, yo.
No, I'm not jealous, me myself, but my ego is very, very jealous, and will fucking cut a bitch before you think you're gonna outdo me.
It took a long time for me to
No,
get out of that
I'm
jealousy.
sorry, Clem. I
shit.
didn't mean that. I take it back.
It really
no.
did.
Keep your aggressive going.
It's crazy. And you know what? My boyfriend that I'm with now, he and I broke up for 2 years recently because he was so jealous and insecure.
wow.
Mm.
Well, see,
Yeah.
I'm jealous and insecure. Like, I'm not like, I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like I have to be the best one that gives head. I have to be the best at, like, and I will like literally break a back just to make sure I am that. I will go out of my way. But when it comes to if he chooses to go somewhere else, well then see you later, because there's 8 waiting fucking in line behind you. So step aside.
Exactly.
I'm not like jealous, like I'm crazy and possessive. Because trust me,
Mhm.
I'm not
either
even
make me
talking
happy
about
or
that. I'm talking
I'm
about the type of
possessive.
jealousy, and I'm gonna speak on it from my end and not his, because men pretty much know what their jealousy and insecurity looks like. But
Mhm.
I would be the type of chick where if I'm walking in with my dude and I see all these women looking at him, I'm gonna have a problem with them bitches. The fuck are you looking at? Da, 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 da. The dude will be like,
Mm.
yo, Shree, what the fuck is going on? And I'll be like, man, I trust you. I don't trust these fucking hooker ass bitches looking at you all kind
Mhm.
of way.
see,
That's what
I don't get like that when girls look, because I'm confident. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't care, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if he was looking, then I'd be like, what the fuck you look like? That would irritate me. But other than that, I'm
I be
very
looking
laid back.
too.
Listen, a woman
Mhm.
can see a look, her head can be turned all the way in the opposite direction of that motherfucker, and a bitch will see a look. Don't do that.
Mhm.
Because I always
That's
feel,
what
listen, if you
men
want to go
do,
there and
right?
jump the
So
fence,
they look.
go right ahead. Because I guarantee I'll be under one
Mhm.
before you. So
No.
You gonna
two
have to
can
get
play
a
that.
man with some blinders on like them horses if you don't want his ass to be looking. They all look, child. You just catch them looking. That's the problem.
But the thing
What's
is,
up,
like, just
brother?
like Sinister just said a few minutes ago, like when you reject somebody, that they can't stand rejection, most people. So the more you like act like it doesn't bother you or whatever, then the more they're gonna be like, well, why isn't this bothering? Why, you know what I mean? And then they're gonna be up on your shit. It's all mental. It's all a game to me, really. Well, not to me, but life is to play and
Yes,
get ahead. You have to play a
yes.
game, unfortunately.
And you know what? And a lot of people don't understand that life itself is the most important of games because life. What was I about to say? Yeah, life is the most important of it's the most important game there is because how the pieces fall makes kings and slaves.
Right.
So
I
you know,
mean, if you want something, then unfortunately that's what you have to do to get it. And you know what I mean? But if you're don't have that in you, then move over.
right, right, exactly. Control your fate, or somebody else will. People need
Like
to
I say
understand
to
that.
my friend all the time, my friend is a crier and I don't handle criers well, like emotions. And I'm like, and I get like nervous. Like it gives me, if somebody
Kendra,
starts
you don't
crying, I
have
don't.
emotions. Well, me and you just had a whole bunch of emotion for the past 15 minutes, girl. What you talking?
No, I get excitable, but I don't fucking be like, I can't handle that pity potty
Oh no,
shit.
I cry every day.
I don't have any
Really?
patience for that pity potty shit. I'm like, suck those tears back up. Like I get nervous and uncomfortable if somebody cries. I don't know what to do. And then I'm like, and then I get mad. I'm like, listen, feelings were meant to be hurt. Suck it up. Stop fucking
Oh my
crying.
god.
I can't help it. I don't.
I'm one of those people that right before I fight, like fist fight, I will
Oh
cry.
yeah.
Because
I
then I
cry.
get like the turn,
Or I laugh.
the tears are out. Okay, time to kick your ass and get
If
the ass.
somebody hits me for whatever reason, I get this like very calm, almost like people have described it as like the fucking crazy look. Like I look and I get this little smirk,
yeah.
and then I fucking check out. I snap the fuck, like nothing. Like I get this like crazy. I'm like, what you fucking? And I get very calm, and my tone gets very like mellow tone and gets like kind of psychotic sounding. And they're like, oh fuck, like she's about to snap.
She's one of those quiet storm type of people.
Like I'll sit there and the whole time you're talking shit, I'm lining you up so I can headbutt you. You know what I mean? Like
my kind of girl.
I'm like more methodical thinking, like more like I'm crazy, but in that crazy sense, like I'm more methodical. Like I'm not gonna punch you in public. I'm gonna wait till later and blow your fucking car up type. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You gotta love Kendra.
I'm one of those chicks where I can go back and forth, we can yell and scream, but then as soon as you hit me, it's like
I can't argue. I get violent.
Right before you kill somebody in the
right.
movie.
But like I'm that person. I am emotional, but I'm not gonna let you know I'm emotional. Do you know what I mean? But because I'm emotional, I keep it in, and because of that, makes me fucking think methodically and evil and cuckoo.
I've been there before. I've been there before.
Yeah, I don't really like to hold shit in. I usually just let it out.
But I think Shree, that's why. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
Reactionary.
No, go ahead.
No, I do. Go on. I have a horrible habit of doing that. Go ahead. Say what you're saying, sister. I'm sorry.
I actually have a horrible habit of doing that also. But I got rage issues. So as far as holding it in, being calm, it's like nah. As far as most people, they suffer from blind rage. I actually become more focused whenever I'm like in a rage, and so it's like, okay, if I decided to hit you somewhere, if I hit you on that spot specifically, like if I know you got a bad shoulder or something like that. Yeah. So it's yeah, because like if you notice, if you guys ever see me like go off on panels and shit, whenever I'm going back and forth with somebody, that's when I'm like most focused. Like it's focused rage. Although I wish I wasn't. I wish I didn't have this anger issue. I'm going to fix it one of these days, my own way. The way I fixed other things is just I can't exactly have the job I have. I can't exactly do it while having this job.
Listen, y'all, I've been doing yoga for over 20 years. I still got to work on my anger, all that other fly shit, as y'all can see. Anybody perfect ass motherfucker shit.
Wait a minute, Sheree. You've been doing yoga for 20 years, but you got the nerve to say you're bad in bed. How can you be bendy and flexible and you're
I'm
bad
not
in
no
bed?
tantra ass motherfucker.
She's not
man.
bad in bed.
What?
She's just being humble. She knows damn well she's got that fucking
Listen,
Pandora
listen.
box.
Yeah,
Nigga,
yeah,
you
Let her
that's
said
what
you're
fucking
bad
I
in
told her that
bed.
shit earlier. I told her that shit earlier. I feel like she's lying. I feel like she probably, yeah.
Wait. Hold on.
You're locking something down for
Y'all
20 years and you're telling me that
Hold
you
on,
have
Ginger, hold on. Y'all got this fucked up misconception that just because a motherfucker know how to do yoga, they doing yoga with a dick in their fucking poom poom. No, it don't work the fucking same.
Just put your
your
legs behind your
personality,
head,
the way
girl.
you are.
Hold on, y'all. When I do the yoga pose, you do not see a ding-a-ling in my poom poom when I do the yoga pose, right? And it look beautiful. There's a big ding-a-ling up in me. I can't do all them fucking tricks all the time when I got a tight ass poom poom.
Just
It's
deep
one or the
breaths.
other.
I'm
You
telling
I'm
want
you,
me to
throwing a
do
yes.
flag on the
poom
field.
poom, or you want me to be a fucking contortionist? Where you
Yes.
want? Make
Well,
up
what
your
I'm saying
mind
is this.
why.
Just
What I'm saying is this, because I
you can
seen a
do it,
video of you
girl.
earlier. What I'm saying is this: you don't have lips like that and be bad in bed. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you. And
I'm
anyway,
horrible anyway. God make all kind of folk.
I think you're just a whole
I'm going
package and
back
you're
to
full of shit
sleep.
because no guy's gonna stick
Mhm.
around for 20 years if you
Anyway, either way, God made me with beautiful lips and don't know how to do nothing with the bitches.
Girl.
lies. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
But see, that's okay. I can lie to you, Kendra, because you're not gonna find out.
See, no, but I got you to tell on yourself though.
Mm.
Come on.
They're funny.
Clem.
All right.
Yes.
And my man, he not telling none of y'all motherfuckers nothing because he want to keep it for himself. What the fuck he telling?
Right, exactly. And then
That's
I
it.
always say, if somebody's like, so how was it? Was it good? I'm like, oh, it sucked. He's little. Because, bitch, if I tell you it's good, your husband will be fucking hitting him up behind my back. Hell no.
So do you guys consider it to be huge when it's in the double digits as far as inches go?
Listen, I don't think size matters. It's all in how you both fucking move. And
girl, size matters.
Yeah, because them big dick guys don't.
It definitely counts for something.
You in your goddamn.
It definitely counts for something. I feel
I
like
don't
if a
know.
guy
Gotta
just
take
doesn't
deep
know how to
breaths
work
though
it
if they're
right,
too big.
then yeah, I feel like if a
I'm
guy
not a
just doesn't
fan
know how to
of
work it
big
right,
because I'm
it's
small
gonna
and
be shitty.
it's uncomfortable.
I had a homegirl. She told me this one dude that she had sex with. She was like, yeah, he had like the biggest dick in the world, but he didn't know how to work it correctly. So all he was doing was just hurting her. And I was like,
Stabbing her
okay, so
goddamn
size
cervix.
counts for something, but if you
That's the
don't know what to
problem.
do with your size, then you're just a terrible nigga with a big dick in bed. Like that's it.
That's
I
true.
was like,
A
okay,
lot of them out there.
that's why you gotta learn how to stroke it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's more them out
Why
there.
did I come back?
So that's the problem.
Jesus.
She
What'd you say,
cracks me
Clem?
up.
Huh? Nothing.
Uh-huh. What did you say, Cherie?
Oh,
I
jeez.
said there's more of them out there
Yes,
than
fun.
otherwise. So I'm sorry to tell you.
See?
There's more men out there with big ding-a-ling and don't know what the fuck to do with them things.
Mm-hmm.
If they come in with their hands on their hips and spinning it like a helicopter propeller, fucking run.
Oh God.
To me, it's
I'm
kind of
just
like
kidding.
to me, it's kind of like that example I gave you earlier, Cherie, about the real pretty girls being lazy in bed because they're so pretty. Like they
Yeah.
consider it to be. It's like, yeah, I feel like it's the same way with dudes who were like
Mm-hmm.
12 inches and shit like that. It's like, okay, you figure my dick is big, so I don't need to know how to work it correctly. But it's like, bro,
Yeah,
you just
that's
don't hurt
true.
her. That's all. You're just hurting her. That's it.
Right. I say to people, well, give me a reason to fucking move. Jesus.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, indeed. Nobody
I'm not
likes
going to
to like.
overexert myself for shit.
Mm-mm.
Listen, my poom poom not set up for all them fucking fly ass porno tricks. Take that shit to porn, hubby.
I love when she talks
Mm.
like that.
Them Pornhub trees.
Yeah, I'm not into all that stuff. Now, Clem been trying to get me to fucking.
Oh yeah.
I'm more like a guy. I think I
Just
should have
don't
been
spit
born a
on me.
guy,
I
to be
don't believe
honest with
that
you.
shit.
Periods of time. That's all I need to do. I don't need to do nothing else. See?
Listen, that's just way too much
Big
fucking
dog.
activity.
As far as Clem goes, I'll just keep my opinion to myself.
We heard your opinion a whole lot earlier.
Listen, I hear the opinion in the. I hear that. Say less. Say less.
Clem got her avatar. She got her tetas ready for everybody.
Clem cracks her. She goes,
Yeah,
hello.
she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing, but she be acting like, look, let me just stop. Because I sure was about to go in. Let me just stop.
Yeah, don't you do that.
Hold on.
Mhm.
I don't think I can
Who,
change
me?
this here.
Girl, what?
Offset. I grew up
Oh
at the
shit,
time.
I
I
can
am
change it
innocent.
here.
No.
Oh shit, that's dope.
Jesus
Hey, and
Christ.
you know what, Clem? I got a question for
No.
you. Because earlier
What
I
did you
asked, I was
change?
like, so ladies, is Sinister Salt ugly? And you were like, unfortunately not. Well, what was that about? What do you mean, unfortunately? What the fuck was
I'm
that?
feeling heat.
I wanted a reason that
He's
not
heating up.
Jesus. Nothing.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that for a couple hours. Like, what does she mean by that?
Nothing.
I can mute up.
I
I'm
don't
an
think you
asshole.
was ugly.
I'm going back to sleep.
Damn, this
Uh-huh.
shit ain't changed. Damn.
Mm,
I'm gonna run
mm,
away now, Sinister. Chase me.
Yeah,
I gotta mute up. I'm
no, because I showed them what I look like. Her,
mm.
Nisa, and
Oh, what the
well,
fuck?
Miss Rise already knew.
Girl,
Salt,
girl,
really? I
girl,
thought we fucking were cool. I thought, what the
girl,
fuck?
Well, Kendra, you never asked, so I figured you didn't
don't,
give a shit.
Well, I
don't,
thought that you had to be all
Why they
anonymous
changing?
and shit.
don't
Like,
do it, girl.
Bitch.
It's a trap.
It's not a trap.
I hear by
Okay.
the voice. I can tell by the voice. I mean,
Yeah,
I have
I
senses
mean,
like a
yeah,
blind person too.
but goddamn.
Somebody, one of the first people on here I'd ever show what I look like to, that was the first thing they said to me. They were like, "You look like how you sound," and I didn't know how to take that. That's why I was like, "What the
You look
fuck does
like
Exactly.
that
light
mean?" But
skin.
I
You
didn't.
look like
You
like
don't
in
look
one of
like
those
how you sound to
Yeah.
me.
you look like one of the mulatto boys.
The mulatto
No,
boys.
Yeah, like the what was that group? Fucking
no,
yes, I know exactly. I can tell you
not that
exactly what he looks
word.
like.
No, oh, I'm a mute.
He's spending more time in the mirror than me. There's a fucking problem. I'm telling you.
Y'all,
Clem,
some,
listen to me. I
never
know what
mind.
I'm talking about.
Uh, I,
But
Sinister
yeah,
Salt,
yeah.
does your
can't
Clem,
hat
do
have
it
to
right
match your
now.
t-shirts and sneakers?
I
does
can't. But y'all know.
what happen?
Okay, as long as
Does
y'all
your
know.
hat have to match your t-shirt and the sneakers all the same color? Or at least have the
What?
color in it?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't have to. I don't really. Yeah, it doesn't have to.
Are you a crisp dresser?
You
Like,
just need to see him.
Yeah, yeah, most
Your brain
definitely.
could be
I
fucked up.
feel like
see,
Too.
when you go
Clem,
out
I
into the
told you.
world,
Girl, stop
you're
doing
trying to.
that. I don't like that shit.
What
I'm
happened?
sorry. I don't. Oh, don't do that.
Who, me?
What?
That mocking.
I
No,
love, because I love your voice. We
no,
have
but don't.
complete drastic voices.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I think Clem's accent is the only one I like on here. Her and Miss London's. But
No,
yeah,
don't do that.
I feel like when you go out into the world, like that's how you're presenting yourself. So you should present yourself, nicely. Like why go out like okay, like when they saw me earlier, like this is actually one of my more grimy days. Like if I like okay, and I guess in like a day or two, I'll shave my face and I'll put some wax in my hair, and you can see my face
Mm-mm.
shaven. I'm always gonna have the goatee,
No,
All right.
and you'll see
Yeah,
the
I
waves.
love
Let
looking
me
like
no,
a
rephrase
thank
bum.
it
you.
then.
I'm gonna tell you.
Clem,
Do I
I'm
look
sorry.
like
I
a
was just
bum all
picking
the
on you.
time,
I was
Clem?
just playing with you. I'm sorry. I wasn't
Looking
mocking
like a
you.
bum all fucking day. I love looking like a bum.
All right, let me rephrase it. I guess it's not like that. You're not like that pretty boy, but
Oh
you're
yeah,
confident.
so
So confident guys, like there's like certain types. Like
I hate that pretty boy shit. I always
that's why I
hated
didn't
being
call you a
called
pretty
that.
boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
said
I know that.
confident. I said
Yeah,
confident,
just
okay.
aka fucking pretty boy. Just
Yeah,
kidding. I'm
that's
kidding,
no,
sister.
that's true.
what did you
Thank
say,
Okay.
Clem?
you. What?
Wait,
No,
hold up. What did she say?
no.
He said, yeah, that's true.
I had a typo. That wasn't me.
Give Shriek
You
some
She
cheese
typo
spoke, but
when
it
you
curls.
was a
talking.
typo.
It was hot.
Yeah, she was talking, but it's a typo.
Clem
It was
got
hot.
talking
That wasn't
type.
me.
Yeah, that's going
But
on.
Vacuum,
yeah,
you
ladies,
good.
All
Sweet
that's
right,
how
girl.
I look,
wait a minute. We're not
and
gonna sidetrack it. Can I get the fucking picture? Because now I need to know if
Girl.
A
I'm
fucking
right.
picture. Oh my.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No,
that
that
means
was
can I have
not
the
even
picture,
color.
please? And thank you.
So
well, I
I
don't
put
pass
a
out
video on
pictures.
my
She turned the
Instagram
Mm-mm.
today
yeah,
looking like
she
a bum.
turned the
That was
she
after the
turned the
live.
live off last time and then did it, and I just showed them so that way they wouldn't think like, oh, he done sent a catfish picture. Like, no, this is me. These are
These
my
are
pearly whites.
bullshit. This is some bullshit. This is all
Mm-mm.
bullshit.
Clem, I didn't look like a bum today.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, but sometimes girls
I'm
that look
never
like
gonna
bum
say
one
that
day, they
because
look
I
like
don't think y'all
superstars the
do.
next. Don't be fooled.
So type your Instagram in this private thing. I like this private thing.
Mm.
I don't. It's only got one picture on it. It's of a cartoon character. Like I don't have any pictures on it.
Mhm.
Listen, then we can be friends, and then you can send me a real picture.
He's not
Jackass.
gonna send you a picture.
Somebody requested to follow me. I don't know who the fuck them is.
I'm tight-lipped too, Sinister Soul. You can trust me.
I don't know if it's you because this ain't got one post.
Yeah, it's definitely me.
Wait, where
I'll
you
be-
guys
I'll-
get this info? I'm fucking.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
okay,
so
I'm gonna
fucking
hit it.
I'm
I'ma
so
hit it.
fucking elusive because I'm telling y'all there are people
Yeah.
gunning for me. There are people who want my picture, want to know what I look like
I mean,
so bad just so that they could do all type of shit to the picture, put lipstick on me, dicks, all type of shit.
Listen,
So, yeah,
I
I've
have
been-
a few anonymous people's info, and no one would ever know.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Vampy. You so nice. I know you lying
thank you,
too.
Vampy.
Well, then
What
listen.
Vampy do?
I can't say Vampy's a lie because Vampy doesn't see me when I woke up with crust in my motherfucking eye.
Vampy's too nice. She's one of those who say you look beautiful, and you could have fucking your eyelash on your fucking cheekbone.
First thing I thought when I seen what Cherie looked like, I thought, so you slim thick with lips like that, and you feel
Mhm.
like you no.
She's
You-
beautiful.
Exactly.
Indeed.
I told you,
But-
listen, Saul, you believed it when your peoples was telling people I was ugly as fuck.
Who?
I'm
Chucky
so
them.
sick of her.
Chucky seen what you look like?
Yes, at one point in time, Chucky put up a picture of me and they started ripping me a new one. And then
Listen.
and the other
Chucky
broad-
trolls. Chucky be trolling like a motherfucker. He's just an effective. His trolling method is effective. Don't.
And I love a jokey, but she sounds like a thumb sucker. I'm sorry.
I love a jokey.
Mm-mm.
I think she's cool, and I think she's funny in the way she drags stuff, but she sounds like a thumb sucker.
It took me a while to get used to a jokey.
Yeah. There's some days I can take her, and then other days I'm an old white bitch that needs to keep it moving, is what she tells
You're
me.
the
So
old white.
we have a
bitch.
love-hate relationship, me and her. But she does. If I
Agatha?
saw her, I guarantee she has one of those like curved front like jaws, like she's a thumb sucker.
Oh no.
I grew
Like
up around a lot of women
4 foot,
like her,
like a
so
5'2" thumb sucker. 5 foot.
I
two
grew up around a
thumb
lot of
Yeah,
women like her, so
5'2".
it's like it was always whatever to me. It's like, oh well, this ain't nothing new.
Yeah, the women
I like
that
a jokey.
acted like she does in my era, they ended up in one or two places.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a jokey should never cam up because if she turns out to be super duper fine, it's gonna piss off a lot of people, and it's like just let it's better to just keep them guessing, keep letting them think, oh, you probably ugly and fat and all this shit. We're like, just let them keep thinking that. There's no problem with them thinking that. It's not in ultimately it's not gonna hurt you. Like, I even told her before, like, don't ever cam up because it's gonna piss them off more by them not knowing what the fuck you look like.
Yeah, but if she did, and she is all that, then fucking let people hate. Who cares? She's
Shit,
gonna
they-
get
they-
hate either way. I would rather
Yeah,
get
they-
hate for being right than fucking get hate for.
Excuse me.
Indeed. Yeah, a lot of people got.
My thing is
yeah.
this: if you're gonna call people ugly all day, show your shit.
Exactly. And if you're gonna act like you're about that life, then be about that. Like, don't. You know what I mean?
But check this out. If you're good, if you're really good, because there's a dude who on YouTube who constantly says Sinister Soul don't came up because he's ugly as fuck. Am I not doing him a favor by showing my face?
Yeah.
LA,
But I think for guys, it's
Yeah.
kind of different, though.
Poor
Guys,
LA.
it's a little different.
Yeah.
Because guys, like other guys, you know what I mean? Like for guys, it can be different. But for girls, I think the girls on it, if you're gonna talk shit, then show yourself. And if
Yeah,
you're gonna talk that shit and give people's addresses and put them in danger, then you should give your own fucking address so that I can lace up and come see you.
Kendra, at the same time, a lot of these dudes are acting like females on here.
Oh, of course.
Hell yeah.
Odds is blurred, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Asking
so-
other
Sometimes
niggas who they
that's
fucking
women.
and where they. A lot of these niggas on here are dick watching, and that's just it's the weirdest fucking shit to me. It's like, oh, I think you fucking so and so, and I'm like, bro, like, why are you worried? Even if he was fucking her, why is it any of your business? Why are you worried about what another like? You know what else bothers
Everybody's
me a
trying to
lot?
be the smartest one on here. That's what the problem
Yeah,
is.
a lot of people on here have a false self-image of themselves. What kills me is the super ugly people who swear up and down that they fine, but not more than the people who are actually got it going on, but think they look some type of way. Like Clem pissed me off when she told me that shit, and I went to go look at her Instagram. I was like, no, the fuck she didn't act like. Yeah, no.
What is
Hey,
wrong with you?
Daquan, how you doing, boo?
I'm
And
going
see,
to
this is
sleep.
why I asked what is sexy. Because you can have a whole gang of people say I'm
Good
ugly as
night,
fuck,
everyone.
and I'll agree with them. But then you got
I'll
a
be
whole
in the
gang of
chat
people
for a
saying
minute.
she ain't ugly.
What's up, Dalquan?
I said
Yeah.
good night, everyone.
I just,
I'll
I
Good
don't know.
night.
I
Love
just,
you,
Good night, Clem.
Clem.
I just think that
Sorry,
I'm
with
too real
me.
of a in real life, and I bring it over, and I'm a real person online too. I feel like if I'm gonna talk shit and act like I'm all this and all that, I'm an open book, so I should be able to back it up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like people should be open book and be who they are and be real.
Mhm.
You know what, Kendra? I'm not gonna say no to that at all.
But I don't condone though, you know, saying I'm gonna come fucking kill you and posting about somebody's kids and shit like that. I don't want to see that. We're all grown adults. You shouldn't have to do it. You should be able to, if you disagree with
We are
someone,
not
you
all
either
grown adults here, Kendra.
you should
That's
be
the
able to
whole problem.
Hell no.
disagree and go
We
your
are not
separate
all
ways. You
grown
don't have to
adults.
interact with that person.
We might all be above the age of 18, but as far as maturity goes, oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's a clear like an exponent. It's
Right.
ridiculous.
But I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna talk shit and act a certain way to bring those problems to you, then you should be able to back it up. But if you are a certain way and someone's just hate, like that doesn't give you the right to give their address out or go to their house. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look, I'll tell you like this. One thing that YouTube showed me, whether it was good or bad, was not to hide who I am, but to be able to present it in a way that no one can control me.
Right. That's my issue. That's why I'm an open
In my
book. My
movement.
name is my real name. I don't care. You want to look me up? Go for it. Ask me what I did and why I did it, and I'll tell you. You know what I mean?
But at the
They
same
done came up
time,
with a whole fucking persona for who I am. Bro, false name, false motherfucking pictures. Supposedly I'm some albino nigga. Like it's crazy.
See,
Yeah,
I
it's
can't do that
crazy.
because the minute someone would say, "Oh, you're this, you're that," I would have to fucking prove them wrong because I have, you know what I mean? That I wouldn't be able to keep.
I've been trying to show this picture for the longest and it's not popping up. So yeah.
True Freeman fucking almost had me whip a tit out because he called me a fucking man. I swear to God, like
What?
I have to be right. Like you're not gonna say.
See, Kendra, you see, that's the thing. So let me ask you a question, Salt, because you're the perfect person to ask this shit. I want to talk about the weapons of mass destruction. Okay, is the need to be right one of the weapons of troll mass destruction?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely so. Because that argument for two people both needing to be right, but one of them doesn't really care if they're right, but they need to be right for the sake of the troll. That shit has derailed thousands of shows, and I've watched it over time, and it's like, yeah, it's especially if you come like, because there's plenty of way to work in an argument and work around it and make it to where it's almost impossible to defeat even the most stupidest of fucking arguments. Because we've seen True Freeman do it time and time again. He's even gone so far as to say, even when I'm wrong, I'm still right, because even though I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right because I could have been right. But it's like, that doesn't make any sense. You were wrong. Everybody could have been right, but you were wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Not, oh, I could have been right. Because if we're going off that logic, then okay, if you were right, you could have been wrong. So you're wrong, even though you're right. I don't know if that made sense. It made sense in my head, but as it was coming out, I don't know. But yeah,
No, I know exactly what you're saying. That's why I had to
Oh, no,
check
you were
myself.
talking
But
tyrant talk, so that's why it made sense for some reason.
but in real
Yeah.
life, that's what I would have done. You know what I mean? I would have and been like, yeah, bitch. Now bend over so I can treat you like the bitch that you fucking are for saying I'm a fucking man. Like
But
that's how I would be in my real life. And I have to separate the two. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what, Kendra? I guess that's where I'm a different person, because I think when I was in my 20s and early 30s, I'd have did just that. But now, where I'm at, if somebody called me a man, I'd be like, good, because I don't need your nasty ass trying to talk to me any fucking way. So you think whatever the fuck you want, bitch.
Right. Now, see, that's what I'm trying to be like, and I'm doing pretty good for the most part, but I still have that, like, you know what I mean? That
Yeah,
you're wrong and
yeah.
I'm right and I'm going
Uh-huh,
to
I
prove
know
you
what you
wrong
mean.
type
That's
mentality. Like, but I got to
what we was
break from that.
conversating about.
And that's my ego. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my like, fuck you. And I have a big ego like that, but
Me personally, I don't got an ego, but it's like if I know I'm right, there's no way I'm gonna back down from it just so that somebody else could feel. I don't know, like okay, take for example, the conversation me and Ghetto Intellect had. What was it, yesterday? My
What was
thing
that about?
was, well, he said I was trying to paint some narrative about basically what him and ZX being cool isn't the same as Joe and him being cool, or something like that. He said that I was trying to say that when he said it was the fact that him and Joe had talked 2 hours before Joe had started his show, and that was when he found out that Let's Get
Right.
It had bought his wrench. He felt like Joe should have told him before, and so I was like,
Mhm.
so I was like, so your argument is he didn't tell you fast enough? And he was like, he should have told me then and there. And I was like, why couldn't you have easily laughed it off? He's like, I could have laughed it off if he had told me earlier. And I was like, why couldn't you laugh it off then? He said, because I didn't feel like it. My whole thing was this, because I like to just simplify shit. He says I speak in black and white, but it's like, nah, I very much remain in the gray area, but it's easier to go to the black and white and simplify shit just to hurry up and get through such a meaningless fucking conversation. Because he said he had been chasing me for a while, and I'm like, chasing me? I don't run from people, one, and two, what were you chasing me for? And he said, come on, man, we're supposed to have a conversation. You know we are. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So I was like, okay, obviously this has been on your mind. So I've said, fuck it, I'll have the conversation with him. My thing was, the woman bought your wrench, and I think he overreacted. Your name was changed from blue to gray. Your name was changed from blue to gray, and you're mad because you didn't find out beforehand? Because I'm thinking in his mind, he's thinking, since it just happened publicly, since I just found out publicly, it makes him look some sort of way. But it's like, nah, it really doesn't. It actually made Let's Get It look bad because
Right.
she
And
had to resort to that in order to get under your skin. And I told him, like, bro, I'm not apologizing, because he told me I owed him an apology because I was trying to make him look some sort of way. And I'm like, no, I'm not apologizing. I stand by what I said. I think you overreacted to something that at the end of the day really is meaningless. It really was meaningless. It was fucking stupid. I'll say it again. It was fucking stupid. Your name was changed from blue to gray. You're mad because you weren't informed quick enough. Make that make
well, the
sense,
thing
bro.
is too, I think that he, you know, carries himself a certain way, and he kind of felt like he looked like as if he was played. You know what I mean? Like
Right, yeah, that's
Joe
what I'm like,
played,
bro. It
and
don't look like,
he
I
has
mean,
that
he was
ego where he
played.
doesn't want
Don't
to
do
look
that.
that
He
way.
yeah,
And
was
I think too,
played.
they
Don't
have a
do that. He
relationship
was
on the
played.
back
Then
end,
he looked like
and I
yeah,
think he's,
was
you know,
played.
been there for Joe, and he felt
yeah. Like I really didn't feel like it looked like he had got played. Like I doubt anybody saw it like that. If anything, like I'm telling you, everybody, because let's keep it real, everybody in Joe's chat room, myself included, I would have never allowed him to be blocked by Let's Get It. Never,
right.
ever, ever. Because
Right.
for
Well,
one,
see,
I
my
ain't got no
meds were
issue with
taken,
Ghetto.
and Joe's from the
Yeah,
same person. And my
yeah,
reaction was, I wasn't mad at Joe because, hey, get yours. Like, do you?
right.
And I even brought the same thing to him and said, hey, what you should do is, and because after, you know, whatever, because I called him and said, did this happen? Because she was texting me and I knew who it was. And she was saying, oh, don't go cry to
Well,
Joe now.
Kendra,
And I
you
called, I said,
bugging, you glitching. Is
Right,
it
I
me
remember
or
that. I can
so
hear it
I,
just fine. It might be
yeah,
yours.
so
What
I
about?
said to
I can hear
so I didn't blame him, and I went and I called her out, you know what I mean? But at the same
it.
time, I think that he feels like he's been there for Joe and invested his time and money, whatever, and I think he just felt
Yeah.
slighted, you know what I
He,
mean, by
yeah,
him not
he told me
telling him.
something like 6 other people after it happened hit him up saying, "Oh, Joe did the same thing to me." However, I'm like, okay, like,
Hold
is
on
it
a
what
second.
was it really that big a deal?
Up, but I don't know if you.
Did Joe snake them? Because it's weird that if it happened to 6 other people,
I
they're
think
speaking
Joe
to
just
you
tries
on
to
it.
keep everybody happy and didn't want to fucking say
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
because he didn't want to
To
upset
me, it was like
anybody.
though. To me, it was like, okay, if 6 other people spoke to you about it, I wanted to ask him because the reason I didn't ask him is because I knew he wouldn't have said their names if it actually did happen. Me, I kind of think it might have been bullshit just to help his argument, but
Nope.
I'll give him
One
the
was
benefit
me,
of the
one was
doubt.
Gip, one was
Hold
Angie.
on a second. Can I provide something here? Can I really
Yeah,
play what
yeah,
devil's
go ahead.
advocate really is in real life, real quick? I want to provide y'all with the scenario. It didn't happen, but it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if Ghetto lost the wrench, right? And Ghetto's typing and he's in gray. And some unknown random troll comes along and be's like, yo, Ghetto ain't got no wrench. Oh shit. Is there a problem between Joe and Ghetto? What the fuck happened? And Ghetto don't know nothing. He don't know what to say. he's like,
I would have blocked that troll. If I would have seen it, I personally would have blocked that troll because I'm pretty aware of the type of shit people do and say here in order to try to start shit and try to make other people look a certain way. So I would have blocked him, and then I would have pointed out exactly what it was they were trying to say when they were saying that, what their intentions were. Then I said, hey, ask Joe. Shit, he's the one who mods up people. Who gives a shit?
But if that was to happen, Ghetto's gonna feel a certain way because he's gonna look stupid.
Hold on a second, Kendra. Hold on. And here's another thing. If you think about it, Let's Get It pulled the motherfucking Misunderstood on Ghetto. Cause she came at that motherfucker like, that's why I bought your wrench.
Yeah, she did. She was boasting about that shit. That's why I was like, wow.
Okay. So
yeah, she definitely boasted about it.
But that's because he showed his slip and he knew that.
Let me finish my thought out. Let me finish it
Yep.
all out first.
Yeah.
So here's LGI. That's why I bought your wrench. Ooh, the app. And of course, Ghetto, the type of dude Ghetto is, he be like, bitch, whatever. Ain't nobody got time for you in this shit. But then now he go in the motherfucking room and he ain't got no motherfucking wrench. Now, somebody got one up on him. And you know y'all men don't like that shit. I'm not saying he handled it right, but I can understand why you feel the way. He's a cancer.
From the way I've seen other people go about it, like a lot of y'all weren't here around that time, but I remember one time on one of Greg's Friday Night Jives, Seahawks, while they were both on the panel, Seahawks bought Mean Mug off of the panel, and I think might have bought his wrench. And Mean Mug handled that shit like a G. He said, "Man, you know what, Greg? Go ahead and get your money, man. I'll be listening." And to me, that set the standard for how a motherfucker should act. I'm not saying everybody should act that way. I'm not saying you react however you want. I'm just saying that was a very mature adult way to handle it. Mean Mug didn't really give a fuck because you got bought off a panel, whatever. There's plenty of other panels. And somebody had typed something before. They were like, Salt, you would have felt some type of way if Chucky had taken your wrench. So how are you going to say this to Ghetto? The thing is, Chucky's taken my wrench a bunch of times. Okay. At least, let's say he's taken my wrench at least 6 or 7 times. Only one time did I ever actually say something, and it was, I guess my wrench is gone, LOL. And that was it. And the other times, I didn't give a shit. It's fucking pixels. That's why I'm like, if I can handle it this way, and Mean Mug can handle it this way, Ghetto, a guy who for some reason kept saying he can articulate himself very well, behaved to me, it was just, he went overboard. It was like there was no reason to act that way, especially when you're a dude who tries to come off as calm as humanly possible. Because to me, he seemed like
he's an emotional guy. He's always said that he's emotional.
Well, yeah, he showed the wrong emotion that day, in my opinion. That's not talking shit on Ghetto or anything. I'm just saying I felt like he could have handled that shit better. He could have handled that shit in a different way, and I don't know. This shit just seemed foolish. I would knock all this shit over shit. I encourage people, go ahead, buy my wrench, give the host some money. I really don't give a shit. I hit panels anyway.
That's what I said. I didn't buy the wrench in the first place. So
yeah, let the host make some motherfucking money, because I don't donate to people. So to me, I feel like you donating on behalf of me. Go ahead, help out the host however you can. I don't give a shit.
As long as you have that backup, like I won't care if somebody takes a wrench of mine, but as long as I have that backup in there, that I know that if I do get blocked by someone, I would get unblocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
so
like if I saw somebody I didn't like block Kendra, I would immediately unblock her. The only thing they would be able to do is time her out to where she can't type, and it's like, okay, well, she definitely ain't gonna be blocked while I'm here. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like he just overreacted.
But
the
reason it bothered him is because I think Ghetto has that personality where it's important to him what others think, and he didn't want to look it anyway like he got played in any way or somebody had.
I didn't want to say that, but I was definitely thinking that. I didn't want to put it out there, but
that's why, you know what I mean? He's a good guy and he's smart and he's also street, whatever. I wouldn't say he's like, emotional, but he is emotional in the sense that it's important to him what people think around him. And he wants to be looked at.
It stems from, because like he said, he's from 14th or 13th in Avon, wherever the hell it is. I'm guessing it's a bad neighborhood or something. I'm guessing since he accomplished so much and went through so much to get to it, he feels like he should be looked at a certain way because he
Exactly.
overcame so
That's
much.
exactly
And
what
so to
you said
have
it
that
better
shit
than me. Yep.
challenged even on a to have that shit challenged even on a small level and look some sort of way, I guess it got to him. But even still though, like
Yeah, but y'all
I don't know.
gotta also remember that he said that he talked to Joe on the back end.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think that he supported Joe in many ways, and I feel that he felt kind of betrayed that he put
Right,
he put
right,
LGI's money
right.
in front of their relationship, and that bothered him.
Right. So all of that coupled together resulted in, moving
Exactly.
too fast with the movements,
And what I mean by he's emotional, not for feeling the way he felt, because if you do put yourself out there for somebody and you do invest time or whatever, and you're helpful for them, you kind of feel like, what the fuck, like I'm a better person and a better friend than that person. You know what I mean? Like,
Listen, Kendra, not to cut you off, but we are women, okay? When I say he's emotional, it's because of something he said, and he's basing it off the fact because he's a man. I personally don't think he's emotional. I think he's just very, very feeling tight. That that ain't no emotional for me. But we women, Salt is a man. Salt might be like, yeah, that nigga's emotional as fuck. You know what I mean?
what I mean by emotional is that I mean he's sensitive. He cares what
Right.
kind of light
Kendra,
he's viewed in.
I get that. But what I'm saying to you is what you consider emotional and what they consider emotional is different shit, regardless of what the fuck the meaning is in Webster's dictionary. And I'm saying that because Ghetto always says as a man, as a man, as a man, and Salt is a man.
Because Salt doesn't have to say as a man.
No, he don't. Salt is a different motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is he's your rah-rah type of guy, but he's also sensitive. He has that sensitive side to him. You know what I mean? And he's a very giving person. And I feel like he thinks like if he's giving, he expects that in return.
Which is emotional for most of these men, because most of these men don't want to be none of that shit.
Correct.
Hey, Clem, welcome back.
Did you fall asleep?
For a minute.
No, I'm thinking about cussing people out because they're gonna take our wrench, so she had to come back.
I would if we're friends and I just talked to you. Just say, hey, someone bought your wrench.
Right, but I think that Joe didn't do it in a way to be like conniving or sneaky. I think that he just tries to keep everybody happy and doesn't like confrontation.
You can't do that.
Right, but
that shit doesn't work.
He doesn't like confrontation. I think he just wants everyone to be happy and he doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So I think that was why he didn't say anything. I don't think he forgot. I think he just didn't want to confront it.
There's no way to keep everybody happy. However, a lot of people believe in their heart that there is a way, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do it. And I feel like I personally don't feel like Joe did it on no backstabbing.
No, right. He did. Yeah, he didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and also Joe doesn't like his feelings to be hurt either. You know what I mean?
Right.
He wants to keep everybody happy.
Still, the outward perception was he chose LGI over Ghetto.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what bothered Ghetto, is people thinking that he picked LGI over him. That's what bothered him.
Yeah.
And Angie, because Angie, she brought up another similar issue as well. So,
Well, this all is a repeat. This all happened before.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
He had another channel. He just started this channel all up again. And
there's a pattern.
That's what Angie was saying. Like, this is history repeating itself, and you're gonna let her once again ruin your channel.
And it's the same bitch doing it? Oh,
yeah. God. So that's what everybody was like pissed off. Like, what the fuck?
The only reason why I would be upset with Joe is because he let a motherfucker control his movie.
Yeah, what the fuck? And now look.
That's the only reason why
look at the outcome of it.
But that's because he
put me. So what the fuck I'm mad for? You know,
he made poor choices.
Yeah, he made poor choices, but that's because he
retrograde.
He wanted to take the the smoothest way out. Is
Mercury did that.
Oh shit.
Mercury. You sound like fucking. You sound like what's her name? Velvet. My Mercury retrograde 9th moon.
Shit, we just went through
Yeah,
Saturn
okay, that should fuck
retrograde.
you
That's why
up.
all these people getting exposed.
Hello? And Saturn's in retrograde? Ooh.
It was. I think it's out
Girl.
now. I think it's out of retrograde now. But
I
it
hope
was for the
so.
last 2
Hey,
weeks.
hey, Cherie, were you almost ready to end the show?
You ready for me
Okay.
to end the show, Saul?
Oh no, no. I was about to say if Kendra wants to see what I looks like, if what I look
Mm,
like, you're gonna have to end the
mm.
show.
So you're gonna do this
Yeah.
again?
Well, you know,
Ooh, baby.
I get to see twice. Clem, you
I'm about
staying
to do a
again?
touch up right now, though.
Jeez.
Listen, never mind. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm not gonna say what just thought
Mm.
went through my head.
Yeah.
Why? You could
When
be
he
a
said I'm gonna give
Clem.
myself a
Just
touch
keep
up,
it
I'm like,
to.
listen, there's no need to
Oh
fucking
no,
rub one
no.
out,
I mean
rub
with
on it
my,
real quick.
I mean with my trimmer clippers. I'm in the bathroom because I just got home in the bathroom. Right now everybody's asleep, so I figure I'm gonna do
Oh,
it so
okay.
then I don't gotta do it
Sleep.
tomorrow
All
morning.
right. Listen.
When
What's
he
up?
said I have to touch up, I was like, listen, you don't have to fucking, you know, never.
Jeez.
Look, Clem, quiet now. Clem ain't saying nothing, you know.
See, she's gonna get mad at you. Don't do it. She's gonna get mad.
She not gonna
What?
get.
We're Guyanese.
I'm
What?
Oh, she can
Guyanese.
talk nice to you and I can't.
Listen,
Guy, what?
I'm Guyanese. I'm half Guyanese. I've been to
We
Guyana
are
many
West
All right,
times.
all right. So
Indian.
with
I've
you,
been to
it's just talking
Guyana many
quietly. With me,
times.
it's
No,
I'm
she's
considered mock. I
speaking
get it. I
like
get
me
it. All
because
right.
we are from the same
All
place.
right, all right. I get what you're saying. So it's looked at as me mocking, and because all right, I get it. I get what you're saying. All right, never mind.
Okay,
I
Kendra,
would do
let me
that for
explain
anyone. If
something to
Top did
you.
it, it would be the same way for me. I
Listen,
don't
I have
like
to
when
explain
I
something to
don't
you,
talk
Kendra.
about how people talk,
I think I just was
even if
doing
it's
not to mock you and
nicely.
make fun. I think it's
I
adorable and
know,
cute.
I appreciate it, but
I see what you're
35
saying. I
years
get
of
it.
it, you know.
I see what you're saying. I get it.
Kendra, I'm from a place where you're either like Clem, where your accent is on 24 hours a day, or you're like
It's
me,
killing
where
me.
my accent only come on if I'm vexed or if I'm
Ooh,
passionate.
Yep. Yep. I
yeah.
understand. But I understand what she was saying because I was like acting like I was talking like her, and she took it as me mocking, which in other words, like
It's not
teasing.
the right
I
word
get it.
that I said, but
No, I get what you're
people
saying.
that
It's
do
like
it all
teasing.
the
Like
time. One of my partners, she does it all the time. Like I get that people like it, but I mean, I don't know.
right.
Like I don't try to
You take it as like
imitate
being
people's
teased, and you don't
accent.
like to be teased. I get what you're saying.
I feel like
None
we're skipping
sensitive.
over something. One of your
Oh,
partners.
yeah, I'm polyamorous. I have a cult.
Oh Jesus! Now that does it. He's gonna be like, "Fuck this." Where you? What's your address?
No,
And
he's
clearly, no matter what accent I have, it don't sound as cute as Clem. You understand me? Ice hard
I
dog.
hate my. I want to get a voice changer and get a mic, so when I go on
I want
panels,
to sound louder.
I don't sound like a
Let me ask
fucking.
you guys
Sound
something.
louder?
Do I have an accent? Because people always tell me you don't have the typical Cali accent. Because the typical Cali accent would be somebody like Ice Cube, like the way he pronounces shit.
I feel like I can tell that you're from the West Coast, but that's
Yes,
it.
Yeah,
yes. You have accent. I can tell you from the.
but proper speaking, West Coast.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you sound like someone I know.
Well, all
Maybe a
right.
bit.
I
Well, I
won't
hate
know what
my.
area of California it would be, but yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell
Like
y'all
they,
something?
Yeah.
huh?
Yo, one day I was at work in Manhattan, right?
Hmm.
And it was 105 degrees.
Like
And I was in
today.
the Flatiron district, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to walk in the back of my building. Remember, it's 105 degrees.
Mm-mm.
Who do I see walking down the street? I see motherfucking Ice Cube and two bodyguards. These motherfuckers is in full black from head to toe, do
Wow.
rag, the
Heat
shirt,
stroke.
the pants, all that shit. I ain't see
The
them
Mm.
niggas
puffy vest.
sweat not fucking nothing.
Jeez.
I said, oh God, what's going on here? Well, you got a lot of baby powder on, boy.
Yeah, that shit right there. That's that South Central shit, South Central
Mm.
LA, where them niggas be loped up and you could get carjacked in broad daylight. Ice Cube is
Oh my
from,
God.
yeah, he's from South Central. I think 111. So he grew up in a serious Crip territory. So he probably had to wear neutral colors. So he just got used to it.
So yeah. Now you catch some niggas wearing all black all the time. I'm like,
And they
man,
wear
You
like
wear
those
them
zip
because
up
it makes
puffy
you look
chests over
slimmer.
the short sleeves. Yep.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was some thick clothing type of business, yo. I'm
Mm,
like, damn,
I
son.
be wearing black.
And
I
then
know we like
the
black out here,
stereotype of
but
the
not
West
all
Coast
of that.
Spanish is the wife beater
Mm,
or the wife beater with the short sleeve button up with,
mm,
just a few buttons, but like that's the stereotype. But
Nah,
it's
he
so
was in
true.
full uniform and he looked
mm,
like he dressed like that when he's out in California, hot as fuck. But we
mm,
got humidity
mm.
out this bitch. That's why I looked at him like,
That's funny.
the
So
fuck?
what's up? Because I'm about to hop off. What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All
so
right, end the show so then he can cam up on the
Right,
back
girl.
end.
Hurry up. I'm trying to go back to sleep.
all right, y'all. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada.
Yeah,
We
bye
see you later to
everyone.
talk more sugar shit. Peace.